Last time on Metanoia Blues, after receiving a necklace that they thought they would never see again, Willow became overwhelmed by memories of their past with the Wind Whisperers. The concerned crew followed them down into the elemental engine room, where Willow told them of the events that led to their betrayal of both Prince Brightwind and the Wind Whisperers, and demonstrated how exactly they sabotaged the airship on their own. Instead of being destructive with their rage, Willow ended up permanently powering up the water elemental within the vessel by pushing all of their spell energy directly into the binding crystal. This exhausted Willow, but the crew refused to let them sulk and went on a joyride around the outskirts of the convocation with their newly upgraded vessel. The next day was the scheduled meeting with Meraldine Frostroot, a sea dragon captain who had been trading secrets with the pirate prince of a rival fleet. Each crew member had a task: Varys to guard the ship, Luca to maintain a perimeter watch outside the venue, while Thale and Willow entered the Shore Song Bar to meet with Captain Meraldine and her recently revived partner, Tarek Elham. Willow donned an alter self spell to avoid any unpleasant encounters with Wind Whisperers, and used the cover of the dance floor to negotiate with the double-dealing captain. However, Willow's pride would not tolerate the snide remarks of the captain, and they ended up turning heads of the entire premise with a show-stopping dance number. Meanwhile, Thale had made contact with Tarek Elham, the only other known survivor of the cult that had victimized them both. The two instantly formed a close bond by sharing their experiences of guilt and their hopes of recovery. By the end of not 15 minutes of conversation, Thale and Tarek shared a dance inspired by Willow and Meraldine. Outside, Luca found himself the observer to a pirate brawl, which led to an unexpected meeting with the new helmsman of the Storm Chaser. Concerned that this could be the breach that blew their cover, Luca deliberately disobeyed Willow's order against conversing with any Wind Whisperers and made contact, with hopes that he could both glean information and reroute the helmsman away from the Shore Song Bar. Back inside, having just stunned the crowd, Willow was caught off guard by Thale, bringing them face to face with Tarek Elham, the murder victim that Willow had put their life on the line to save from behind the scenes. Startled and moved, they ended up introducing themselves out loud. Willow Jenkins of Dallybrook. We pick up in the Shore Song Bar on the dance floor as the band calls for a round of applause for the wonderful dancers. Just applause echoing around. The sound can be heard from even outside as Luca steers Orkan towards an odd-looking chip shop that has large fish on rotisserie spits. So, what would Lee like to do?
Who are you following?
Could follow Luca.
Okay, cool.
We can follow Luca.
Yeah.
Deliberately disobey. I love that recap. It's got a nice ring to it.
Hey, look, listen.
Tactical choice. Tactical disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hop in line. Is there a line in this place? We'll hop in line.
Yeah. Not a huge one. You should be there fairly soon.
You said you were with the Wind Whisperers?
Oh, yeah. I'm helmsman on the Storm Chaser.
What's a helmsman? What's a storm chaser? That sounds cool.
The ship. Well, he sort of looks around. Well, I'll show you it later. Once we've gotten our food.
You steer the ship.
Yes.
Right.
When the captain isn't steering it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was the captain's job, but I guess he has to captain all of the people doing everything on the ship.
He also has to sleep.
I guess the ship can't steer itself.
Generally not.
Wind Whisperers. I feel like I've heard that name before. Are you allied with... Luca makes a face like he's struggling to remember the names. The Sea Dragons?
Yeah, that's right.
Ah. Not entirely
did
empty
you
up
say?
here.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short. I mean, I can hardly keep track of all the various alliances and rivalries and politics of the place. I just steer the ship.
Yeah, I was surprised by the size of the thing when we got here. I thought it would just be like one ship per fleet, but...
Yeah. You approach the counter, which is run by a burly halfling man. Think little Turkish-looking guy, big curled mustache.
Oh, how stunning!
Yeah. Asks, "What can I get you, boss?" And Orkan orders himself a rotisserie fish sandwich. It's like, what if kebabs but fish?
Zara does not like the sound of that, but Luca will just ask for whatever the chef's favorite is, or the chef special or something.
Okay, yeah. Nice. I think you get a little paper parcel of basically half a fish and a bunch of chips with spicy sauce on it.
Yum. Spicy. Not fish, but spicy. Yes.
Spicy. Yeah. And then you and Orkan sort of wander off to the sort of exterior. I think you head up a level so that you can perch on a balcony, and Orkan gestures out towards the direction of the Wind Whisperer fleet, and he says, "You see that one in the sky there?"
Luca looks and squints and nods, what is this?
That's the Storm Chaser.
That's not a boat.
It's an airship.
I didn't know pirates had airships.
Only one, really.
Oh, right, you guys are special. Special with that.
All right.
What does a pirate do? What do the Storm Chasers do? Do you go out and pillage and plunder, steal things?
Sometimes.
Luca makes a shock, offended face.
Okay, you can't tell me you didn't know pirates stole things.
Well, I was hoping you were the misunderstood heroes kind of thing.
Oh, we're stealing from House Lyrander, so...
Luca puts a finger to his lips, shh, we'll keep that a secret. I guess.
Orkan sort of makes a face of Okay then. Just shakes his head, eats a sandwich.
Okay, so is that what you're going to be doing after the convocation? Going off and stealing more things from Lyranda?
Probably.
Well, I was joking, but...
He shrugs. Like I said, I just steer the ship. I don't make the plans.
Where are you headed after this?
Me? I think I'm supposed to meet somebody. But I've got an hour or so before I need to do that.
Oh, I meant after the convocation. I'm heading
Oh.
off to Karnath, actually. So we're passing through, like, you know.
Oh, you'll be heading towards my neighborhood.
Luca tips his head slightly.
Orthos.
Is
Yeah.
that where you're based? Like, do
Yeah.
you live there, or?
Well, when we're not. Blackrock is the port of call for the Wind Whispers, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right. Heading home before you head out then? Or just off to have adventures?
Well, I don't really know. It'll depend on what the princes decide to tell each other. Might end up in a race. I mean, we just got back from Eberron and Lord Galen. So we've been down south for quite a while.
So probably at least stopping by home, refuel, I guess. Do airships need fuel?
Not in the way that you think, King. They don't run on, like, coal or firewood.
Must be exciting to go up, fly over everything.
Oh yeah, it's the best feeling in the world. So, Karnath, huh?
Mm. Sorry, I don't have much to say on it. Let's just say I didn't lose. My arm wasn't the only thing I lost in the war. So.
Well, he sort of lifts his sandwich, half-eaten sandwich up to give you a toast.
I'll tap my bag of chips with him.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, you too, in your escapades of criminality. Is it clear I don't know much about the pirate life? I'm trying my best to fit in, but...
I think if you want to fit in, you may want to just watch and learn first. I don't know.
You been with them long?
Pirates in general, yeah, but Storm Chaser... only a couple years. I think I only joined, 996? A little before Thronehold.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I was on a different ship in the Whispers, and then, well, managed to work my way up.
Oh, so I'm looking at the best of the best.
Your words, not mine.
You didn't deny it, though, so... Oh! Was that the ship with the captain who was cursed?
So you've heard about that, huh?
Yeah. Waves his hand. You hear things. I did hear someone mention it, but I'm like... Curses can be real, but then sometimes it's just, you know...
Yeah. As far as I know, it wasn't a hag or anything, but I did hear that there was a betrayal like a while before I joined up, but nobody that was actually there wants to talk about it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I like my job, so I'm not about to
Poke your nose in places where people might get prickly.
Yeah. Seems like a sensitive subject for the captain.
What's he like? Good to work for? Does he pay you well?
Yeah, he's good. Showboat.
That's kind of par for the course for a lot of pirates, though, eh?
Wouldn't be a prince if he wasn't.
Half of piracy is attitude.
Got right. What's he like? I don't know. Kind of cold, I guess.
Oh.
You wouldn't think it from the way he shows off, but you know, he isn't the kind of guy that really makes friends easily.
Well, if he is cursed, you know.
And again, I don't.
No, you know, maybe he's the kind of guy who keeps people at a distance so they don't get hurt. That kind of thing.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he's got people out for his head, obviously. You don't steal a whole airship twice from House Lyrander without, you know, some consequences chasing you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's what the bodyguards are for.
Looking for new bodyguards? Luca flexes slightly.
You know, somehow I feel like if we put you on the ship, it might sink a couple feet.
It doesn't sink, it's flying. So it'll just
Every
drop
piece
out
of
of the
weight. Every piece of weight counts. Yeah. Wouldn't wanna... We did evasive maneuvers and you failed to hold on. You'd go crashing out the ceiling.
I'll just have to stick to boats then. At least I can
A little
swim.
bit. There you go. Sky isn't for everybody.
Luca looks over the edge slightly. You know, maybe I'm afraid of heights and I just don't know it.
Are you?
I don't know. Can't remember the last time I was up too high.
Well, plenty of rigging to climb.
No, see, that sounds scary.
If you do it over the water, you won't get hurt as much.
Yeah, as much. If the water is, you know, shocking us about. Right? Right? I don't remember.
Well, it's softer than landing on floor.
Actually, yeah, maybe I'm afraid of heights.
Well, good to find that out now before you end up on an airship.
Well, maybe I'll take a tour of one when it's like low as it is now.
Are you making a persuasion check or?
Not intentionally. No, I'm not asking him to go aboard the ship. No.
Okay.
Why
In
not?
that case,
Why not? You're already here.
That would be a much more severe breach of everything.
Yeah, no. I'm not that stupid.
Look,
But
Mim,
if he
stop.
says yes, you can reschedule it.
Why even start?
I'm just checking things in. I'm just looking.
I'm trying not to make you feel worse about me, Willow.
Anyway,
It just seems that you buttered up a muffin. You might as well eat it.
Wow. Phrasing.
Pardon me.
I think
Sorry.
that's
Wrong baked goods. I'm gonna be quiet. Bye.
Okay. Let's say, can I make a persuasion check to see if he'd go for it and then decide whether or not I want to?
Make an insight check first.
Okay, yeah. Haven't been doing that much. Just... Damn.
It's 11.
On an 11.
sorry, that's me.
On an 11, he seems like just a very chill, friendly guy. You are not picking up any flirty vibes.
Okay, cool. I'm good with that.
He's just, a guy that you could talk to at the bus stop
Yeah.
or in line to the checkout. Just one of those people that's, naturally quite affable.
Like me!
Different way. Would you like? We're gonna zoom out of this conversation a little bit. Is there anything that you want to try and find out specifically? By
I would
chatting to him.
Confirmation of where they were going next, if possible.
Currently unknown. Possibility of either heading back to Regalport with the Sea Dragons,
Okay.
or another destination, but Orkan doesn't know yet.
If
Yeah,
I
that's
Highly
him.
dependent.
Oh,
Yeah.
may I?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just like what you said about can you roll the persuasion without it? Because you don't have to be flirty to be invited back. It's just it's a friendly thing. I'm curious whether that is even an option that he means.
Yeah, I am curious, if I wanted to, would he let me onto the airship?
Are you that persuasive, even if you don't take that step next?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility? Just out of curiosity.
You can try and roll persuasion for it to be can I get an eventual invite on there?
Can I use my divine power? If I need to.
Roll first. Roll first.
Okay. See how we go. 17.
Do you want to add your divine power on that, or me?
Yeah, I will, just for
Do you need it for anything else?
No, this is mostly just for persuasion.
Sweet.
Okay, so that's
I wonder how
22.
Orkan responds to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it divinity? Channel divinity or harness divine power? Channel divinity. Yeah.
Channel divinity.
Yeah.
Emissary of peace.
Yes, I am a good boy. I'm friendly to all.
Emissary of please like me.
Emissary of please.
Awful. So yeah, I think you what this channel divinity looks like is just you having a really good time chatting with Orkan about this and that, and you get him going about what piloting is like.
Yeah.
He talks a little bit about his tattoos, which are of seabirds, and how he's loved the idea of flying. Yeah, he's got a mark of the storm, and he can glide a little bit. If he jumps, he falls slowly.
Luca makes a comment about sticking with him in case he ever falls out of a ship.
I don't think I could lift you, buddy.
We won't know till we try.
I'm pretty sure we can't. But yeah, he chatters about this and that, and you bring up the subject, and Orkan is like, well, hey, maybe while the prince is out, if you're cool, I can see about just giving you a quick look.
Luca lights up ooh, that sounds like an idea. I'll have to check in with my crew, make sure I'm not needed for anything, but maybe if I come by the ship one day.
Yeah, maybe it's fun.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I offer him to toast my crumpled up paper again.
Yeah. Cheers as you.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
High fives you. Well
yeah.
done.
So,
Was that you smacking Luca?
Well done. Backhands you.
Here's your reward.
I let us move back to the interior of the Shore Song Bar. And back a good few minutes. Willow and Thale, you were both startled as the singer, who I believe I described as like dwarven Michael Bublé, calls for a round of applause.
Did we come up with a pun name for him? Michael
No.
Boulder?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
He's Michael Boulder now.
Fantastic.
My cool boulder. It's so cool. Look at it. Get it?
Sorry, continue.
So, like, most of the dance floor has, like, turned to applaud your little group.
Oops.
Thale does a
Yeah.
little bow, but mostly is just like applauding Willow and Meraldine because they were the main stars of the show.
Yep, Derek is also clapping.
Oh, so okay. What's the crowd? Can I do a perception check on the crowd real
Yeah,
quick?
can I do one too?
Yes, yes. You both may do perception checks on the crowd in the split second.
17
Yeah,
and
that
24.
Laser eyes.
You have suddenly come back into awareness.
I never left, but someone did.
Sorry, I was captivated by the whole like gold eyes, where the last time I saw them was in a helmet.
I
So,
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Captivated, maybe not the correct word. Horrified? There's a lot of words that we could put here. I'm not a poet.
It's a lot. So, the crowd is largely like in similar vein to Meraldine's type of captain. Lots of like merchant captains or merchant sailors, people who are of like, let's say, upward mobility.
Like, professionally?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Ladder climbers?
while
Is that what you mean?
no, I mean like people who are trying to make better lives for themselves. So not like upper class, but like middle climbing up or
Okay. That
working
counts as a
climbing
ladder
up.
climber. Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think gosh. On a 17 perception check, I'm assuming Thale, you're looking for anything threatening.
Threatening or Wind Whisperer's colors, you know, because we
Yes.
know about like
Yeah.
the colors they
Yeah.
wear to identify
Yeah.
themselves. So both
Okay.
those things.
Okay, I'm gonna say that like you might see some like distant Wind Whisperers colors, but it's like not anybody that you've been warned about. Like it might be people who are part of crews on other ships, but not the Storm Chaser.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The most threatening thing at the moment regarding you is Meraldine, who who is sidling up and putting her arm on Tarek, giving a quick glare to the bodyguard, who is
Fired.
standing on the edge of the dance floor, like he's clearly been like slowly following you from the perimeter without getting in the way, but he like does have a little bit of a
I'll just smile at her for now
grimace,
in this bullet time
grimace
moment.
grimace face as she regards you suspiciously. Who the fuck are you? We'll get to that in a second.
Perfectly understandable response.
Yeah. On a 24 perception, Willow, you realize that, like, boy, there's lots of people here who have all just noticed you, even though you are in disguise. You have turned a lot of heads. A few people have probably heard you introduce yourself out loud. Luckily, there's nobody here that you know will follow who knows that name. Like, you do a 360 sweep of the room, laser focused. Nobody, not even like random crew members from the Storm Chaser who would have known you even by reputation. Certainly not by that name, and you don't look like yourself at the moment. Yep, I will say there are some, as you sweep across the room, there are some hopeful moments of eye contact of people who might be interested in asking you to dance a little later. So you're aware of that. You're aware that you have made an impression.
How many times have I said whoops already? No, it's okay. I think Willow like sharply looks forward. Funnily, Tarek went from the place where it's like dangerous to look to like the only place where they can kind of angle their head. And in lieu of their like shifter ears, their half elf ears like flatten.
Yeah. There's a little twitch of like,
whoopsie.
Not used to having stiff ears. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like, they can flick a little bit, but they don't really have the mobility that you're used to. Well, that being said, you don't get a chance to think about that too much as Meraldine hones in on Thale and leaves your side to hook arms with Tarek and say, "Oh, darling, who's this?"
Is Tarek gonna say anything, or?
I think if you give Tarek the opportunity to speak, he will say, this young man is a new acquaintance who's had similar experiences."
Yes, Thale Stages. He does a little bow to Meraldine. "The pleasure to make your acquaintance, Captain Frostroot. Might we speak in a less prominent position?" Thale kind of gestures back towards the table.
Yes, I think it is time for a sit down.
Thale glances at Willow.
Question in meta. Am I needed for this conversation? Or can I leave you to your own?
Thale will presumably, possibly survive, so you can go if you need to.
Yeah, because I think the additional, like, there are people here. The longer I sit here, I'm sitting with you guys. I think Willow's going to actually kind of, before I get roped into your conversation. Sound fair? Any reason why I need to stay? I can leave you. Just checking with you, meta-wise.
I think you can make an exit if you would like.
Seems smarter to leave right now. I think before you guys drag me into your conversation, Willow's going to raise a hand quickly and sort of approach Meraldine and Tarek and say, before this, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this conversation short. We should continue this conversation perhaps later this evening, maybe in the comfort of your own ship. Willow says this, hopefully low enough that the surrounding people don't hear.
Okay, make a persuasion check. Just let's see how this goes over.
Oh, do I have disadvantage still? Yes. So I'll roll again?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm already toeing the line, and there I don't pass it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Come on, Theo, butter him up.
I don't think Thale's
Thale's kind of pretending not to listen to this conversation. Thale's trying to pretend not to be in cahoots with Willow about all this.
Yeah. Meraldine says, "No, I think I would like you to stay for just a moment longer. If you're not turning back into a scullery maid
Wow.
just yet."
Willow has a little prickle. No, she doesn't get to win. I just won. We just won. Winning was had. You don't get to.
Mhm.
She's calling me Cinderella. Like, anyway. Willow prickles a little, but you know what? It's her that's getting compromised, so whatever, sure.
We're among friends, aren't we?
Willow wants to leave. Why do I even have to roll a persuasion when I have the things that you want? And if I don't come to your boat, you don't get them. Is the look on Willow's face. They give her like a, "Are you serious?" kind of expression. Like, let me leave. What are you getting out of this? Brief anime electric zap between their eyes.
Yeah, basically.
Mm.
Meldine's like, "I don't fucking trust you right now, and I don't trust this fucking guy."
So
Join the fucking club.
Willow will roll their eyes. Fine. I don't want to agree, but I don't know how to move on from this.
Perhaps you could wait outside.
Thanks, there.
If it's getting a bit stuffy in here. I trust they won't run away. You can have my word on that for what it's worth, and Theo looks at Tarek for that. They won't leave me behind.
Tarek has a moment. "I think a little drink will be in order, and we can smooth out conversation."
That's a no, huh? That's a no, your friend can't leave. Yeah.
That's like, "Give me a second to talk to my girlfriend."
Oh.
Oh, they're gonna go off on their own then for a minute?
No, it's let's all go to the table, order a round of drinks, and then you might be able to leave in like 5 minutes.
Okay, Willow's going to then take the initiative to, well, I'll get the drinks, and then like leave. Not leave the place, but just go to a waiter or whatever happens.
Yeah.
I shouldn't go to the bar. I'm just trying to get out of the stage.
Yeah. So, Willow heads over to ask a waiter for a round of drinks. Easy enough. I will say make a stealth check, Willow, to avoid unwanted hopefuls.
Do you have your armor on? Do you get advantage on that to flatten the roll?
I think I do. My infiltrator armor.
Yeah,
So
in
a
which
flat
case,
roll.
flatten the roll.
Oh, I'm so good at this. I just disappear into the crowd.
You're just like,
Where'd they go?
Oh my god.
yeah. Easy to lose sight of people in a busy room.
Even in
Okay.
my elaborate outfit.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of people with elaborate outfits here. It's fine.
Yeah.
All that being said, you head back to the table. Thale, the bodyguard, is now standing within arm's reach of you.
Yep, I'm gonna give him just a polite little bow of my head, just kind of like a thank you for allowing me to pass and, dance with Tarek.
Tarek has a little bit of a hushed conversation with Meraldine. Do you want to
I mean,
make a
I'll try to
perception
listen.
check? Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Not leaning in, but
Okay. You get the gist of it, if not the particulars of Tarek explaining that, in perhaps not so many words, that you and he share experiences in being victims
Mm-mm.
And that you, Thale, are aware of the people who helped bring the murderer to justice by working on the case. Meraldine squints suspiciously at you.
Thale's not looking at them, so like kind of feels the eyes on him, and his head snaps over.
Yeah.
Flashes a little like kind of half nervous smile.
Oh,
But you don't get much.
Nope. Not one insight check.
Yes, he's just
Miss
he
Frustrate.
Thale's like
Aw.
alone in the crowd and just seems kind of nervous being left there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly let's roll for Tarek. I don't have a character sheet for him, so let's just do.
Sorry, he doesn't have a character sheet. He was dead last week. Holy moly!
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Wow.
24.
Holy.
That's really good. He rolled a natural 19, so damn,
Wow.
Tarek. Meraldine does relent. She eases up. And like once she's over the immediate sort of like twang of high alert, she is relieved that Tarek is being his charming old self. Willow, you return with drinks and see Meraldine sort of settle in to the booth next to Tarek. Her arm still hooked with his. He has a hand on her elbow in sort of a soothing manner, and she says, "Forgive my little brusqueness there. I am understandably very protective."
Yes, not at all. I entirely understand. Yes, well, as Tarek might have already informed you, I am an acquaintance of Gestures to Willow. Not gonna say your name again. And I was a key witness in the Grand Auction Hall case. And when I heard from Gestures to Willow again, that Tarek's operation was successful, I wished to meet him, as we are both survivors of the same breed of parasite.
Wasn't that fortunate? Funny, I would have liked to know that beforehand, but, well, I suppose better late than never. We were having a business meeting with your friend here.
Yes, so I understand. Vale kind of just looks at Willow.
Willow's just drinking. Like, nursing the glass near their face so they don't have to, partake too much in the conversation.
Yeah. Naturally, it was not why I was here, but it was an opportunity.
Might I ask why you are here?
Well, I thought I just said as much.
At the convocation.
Yeah, sorry. Gestures at Willow. My friend, I was in Regalport at the time, and my friend happened to mention what had happened, and I decided to tag along. I didn't have anywhere else to be after the incident. Figured this was as good a position as any for me to connect with the other survivor.
And I'm glad you did, Tarek says.
They offers a bit of a smile and a nod of agreement. In fact, another reason I came all this way was you obviously, Captain Froster, you obviously care very deeply for Tarek. And I am quite familiar with the people that that Mr. Bartosz was associated with. And I thought perhaps you might prefer having more information rather than less.
Meraldine seems to consider this for a moment as she takes a sip of her drink and then says, "Yes, well, that would be quite amenable."
Bill smiles a bit.
The timing is a little inconvenient, however. I'm sure you understand.
Of course.
But if you're staying for the convocation, then I'm sure another meeting can be arranged.
Well, I suppose it will depend on your business dealings, was it? I am currently aboard the same ship as my friend, so if it leaves, I suppose I will have to as well, or find other passage. But I've already established a point of contact with Tarek. We have agreed to exchange letters, so I don't see why, if nothing else happens to fall into place, that could not be arranged in other mediums.
Oh, excellent. Well, she turns her attention to Willow. I believe you have somewhere else to be? You suggested we meet aboard my vessel to confirm details?
Willow finishes sipping. If you're amenable.
Meraldine sort of pauses and says, "Considering the splash you made on the dance floor, I think perhaps a different location might be more discreet."
Oh, I can be discreet. Trust me, no one will even see me coming. Anywhere else at this stage would probably be more suspicious. After all, we did already make a bit of a scene.
Very well, then. See you in 2
Willow
hours.
smiles and clinks their glass with Meraldine's. And, well, they probably should say something.
Yes.
It probably just sounds like a plan, and then they stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Captain? Mr. Ellum? What did Vale say his surname was just a second ago?
Astagius.
Astagius?
Yes.
I think Willow just kind of blankly...
Vale's going to awaken mind you. His last name.
Look, Willow's just going to raise the glass at you, throw it back, put it on the table, and leave. Captain, Ellum, blank. Goodbye.
You weird elf person.
Yeah.
That's a stowaway on my ship now, I guess. Goodbye.
And they leave.
Okay. All right. Make one more stealth check to avoid being accosted.
Okay.
Flat roll.
Oh boy. I try to leave.
You try to leave and are immediately accosted by what looks to be a pretty Ondarian noblewoman who's like decided to rough it with pirates. She's got like long blonde hair.
Good for you, girl.
No. They all
like-
watch as well, try to leave, and then immediately this happens. It's like,
My cool departure and then snagged by this Ondarian woman. I was like, ah. It's okay, well, I will try to be normal and fine. I mean, I'm sure part of the appeal is just being like, sorry, I have places to be. Oh, it's so rude.
Yeah, she's like, you cut quite a fine figure on the dance floor. Might I ask you for the next one? What do you say?
I think Willow's going to take her hand, twirl her, and then when she faces back, say, no, and then leave.
That's very, very funny.
She got a
Her
12.
mother rejects me
Yeah.
one day.
Has it not already happened?
I've been rejecting you like every day since you showed up. Are you not over it yet? Have you not gotten the memo? Is that why you keep doing things? Oh, it was again skip hopping out of here as soon as possible.
Yep.
Anyone else want to be a pro?
Nope.
Look, honestly, Willow's a bit like, yeah.
Oh, you feeling good? That's good.
Yeah, honestly, feeling myself a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Why not? I just need to not walk outside directly into a bright wind and I'll be fine.
Please don't look up while you're there.
Oh shit, yeah, what am I meant to do to stealth on the way home?
Good question.
You're already in disguise, aren't
Shite.
you? Can't you just walk home like you
I-
entered?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. They saw me walk out of the ship as this ensemble, so yeah, I guess I'll just walk home.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thale, do you have further conversation with Tarek and Meraldine?
Yeah, they'll probably stick around for a little longer, and like, if they have any questions for him, or Meraldine has any other vibe checks she wants to do, they'll like stick around just to try and pretty much make them comfortable, fill Meraldine in on like the arrangement that he's made with Tarek, and
I think Thale, give me a general persuasion check.
okay. That's a nat 20.
Hey.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Between you having like solid information on the Snapdragons or Beholders of True Beauty, and Tarek vouching for you, Meraldine settles. I think one of the exchanges that you have is Meraldine asking if she's encountered any more of the associates.
Yeah, and at that,
Uh,
Thale will tell the associates of the Snapdragons to confirm.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm. Yes.
Thale is going to bring up Sir Beckett and
Mhm.
and his butler, but his butler is no longer an issue.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call that a nat 20, and then Meraldine is like, she does a sort of very tight, icy smile and says, well, I'm glad I did not accept his offer for help.
Indeed. I'm aware of the correspondence, as it was part of the case. And Thale gives a look to Tarek, like kind of sympathetic. It is a relief that Tarek has you to ensure that the business dealings he make are above board.
Certainly it's bad for business to be murdered. What do those people even want?
Now that I'm still trying to discern. I have some idea, nothing good, clearly. As for exact motives, unfortunately, I prioritized surviving over digging that up at the time.
Well. Do you know if there are any more lurking about Regalport?
Oh, not to my knowledge. according to things I overheard regarding the case, Miss Brina Badani is putting in the work to ensure no one of that nature is ever able to return to Regalport, and Sir Beckett certainly will have many eyes on him if ever he decides to return. I have much reason to believe that Regalport will become a safe haven from those people. Many have worked very hard to ensure that, so whenever it feels right to perhaps return, that is one threat you will not have to worry about.
We'll certainly have to help Miss Madani on her crusade to ruin Mr. Beckett's reputation.
Dale chuckles a little bit. If I may be a bit wicked, I would desire nothing less than that man fall from his grace.
Is he the ringleader, or is that somebody else?
That is someone I cannot name in such a public place. You never know what kind of ears are listening.
And I don't suppose you have any means of speaking more discreetly?
Well, I suppose I do. If you are comfortable. And Phil, taps his head and points at Meraldine.
She nods.
Now, this might come as a shock, but... And Thale is going to give the name of Elanis. Ilanathi de Fierlin to Meraldine.
Her eyes widen as she sips her drink.
So perhaps be a little wary with that house. I have to insist I do not know how far the roots lay. But I did see her in my encounter.
Meraldine places her glass down and clears her throat. Well, that certainly is quite a pernicious problem you have on your hands.
You can understand why I wanted to stay in hiding during the investigation.
Indeed. Oh. Believe we are friends with some of the extended family. We could certainly put in a word to investigate that.
You see, that's where I am curious. Because during the Grand Auctional Hall case, and when I was being informed of Edmund's movements, I noticed him take a certain shine to Lydia. And that did have me curious if perhaps one house is attempting to infect the other, if you catch my drift.
It's certainly possible. Elves do tend to hold grudges for a very long time, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes,
Part of the problem with having a long life and a long memory.
Indeed. Theo touches at his ears a bit. Which does make me wonder if the aforementioned ringleader may not be so fond of their house. Would they then recruit another? This is all speculation, you understand, but you are very close with the other house, and I simply do not want to see this infection spread at all.
Certainly. Well. Thank you, Mr. Stages.
A little bow of his head.
For coming forward.
Of course.
I look forward to Your correspondence.
Thank you for allowing me to send it, Captain Frostroot. As I said, I understand the paranoia entirely, so I appreciate both of you giving me your time tonight. I would very much like to arrange another meeting before we leave, but we will have to see how our schedules align.
I'm sure we'll be able to make time.
I look forward to it.
We'll close the scene there.
Ooh. You said way more than I expected you to.
Me too, but it's the opportunity to build your army. Why not take it?
Yep. Thale's embracing radical honesty, and honestly, it's fucking working for him.
Honestly, bro, it's fucking radical.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you have a reason to have a bone to pick with the Snapdragons. You're close to Thorani. Actually, I can use this.
Oh, you mentioned Lydia? You're so smart. Very smartly done. And Regal Port is just so essential to Tarek's health and safety. Wouldn't want to betray them. You clever little devil. Pulls your little ears.
If I may be wicked, my boy, my man.
My little queer elf.
I love
I
you.
pinch his cheeks.
Hold him.
So, let's flash forward to our trio regrouping aboard the Ephemeral Chaos.
Can I get home first? Can I just describe how
Yes.
I imagine Willow getting into the boat?
Yes. Willow
I'm sure
gets home
Willow,
first.
Yeah. Look, people watching, not so bad. People are admiring Willow, not so bad. Honestly, kind of nice feeling. And I imagine Willow kind of like, you know, when you started a walk, then you kind of like, there's like a rhythm to how they're walking on the way home.
Mhm.
And then, like, as they get in, where's Varys?
I think he's probably like in the cabin, sort of just idly.
What does he do when we're not looking at him? Does he power down?
You know what? I
Honestly,
think he's.
He does the
I think
solid
he's, like,
snake smoking his
studying.
pipe as time goes by out the window.
Yeah, just time lapsing
Yeah.
while he smokes his pipe. No, I think in this case he is actually like doing a little bit of like mundane mending work.
Right.
Like there's a hole in a sock that he's darning.
Oh, honey. Just
Darn.
get new socks.
No. Okay.
No.
I think Willow's gonna basically with the energy of Willow spins into the room. The door opens and Willow's spun in. Yeah, closes it behind them with an annoying flourish. They're so irritating at the moment. And as soon as they spot Varys, they'll, Mr. Greenleaf, what are you doing? And then they'll pick up whatever he's doing and use their mending cantrip to fix his socks, I suppose.
Oh, well.
Lob them back into his lap. And then is he open to being dragged out of his seat?
Yeah.
I think on the way over to the mending cantrip, Willow switches on. Does Varys idly play music? Because Willow always has their little gramophone thing running in their ship. Does he keep that on?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Willow taps it to change it to a more lively song. Hoists rather Varys up and just kind of like begins a quick lap around the room,
Nice.
a dancing twirl around the room. It's like,
Varys laughs. It's like, you're lively today.
I just turned down a beautiful Ondarian woman. And danced with Captain Frostroot. This is all while like spinning him.
His eyebrows jump when you say that.
And
how
made
did
spectacle
that?
of the entire Shore Song Bar.
Oh, well. Congratulations.
Highly unwise behavior.
But you seem in a good mood for it.
I do. I am. I have a meeting aboard your old ship in 2 hours.
Yep. Your disguise drops at this moment, I think.
Yeah. I think Willow lets go of Varys to like happily touch their ears, like they're back.
Yeah. Full range of mobility.
Yeah, you see them. Like, you reckon Willow has the ability to control ear movements?
Yes.
Okay, because then they're doing like the left, right, like just kind of enjoying their wiggles,
Flappy, flappy.
tails wagging.
That's so cute.
They're in a good old
Varys,
mood.
like, chuckles. Very endeared. Well,
Hey,
so what's the plan?
now I think we can probably cut to everyone coming back.
Yeah. N is back in
That's it.
N form by the time. Like, they probably enter as they all, but then turn back to N
Mhm.
pretty immediately.
They should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep with that
All right.
plan.
Yep. Everyone arrives back.
Luca?
On the way back, can I like make contact with my steed and just see if it's gotten any more information on any whisperer dealings? Likely not, but
Make a perception check for your steed.
oh, interesting.
Oh,
9.
Nope.
Wait, for me or
as
the
the
steed?
Germans say.
That's
9. Get it?
You need
Your
to
steed.
make it with the steeds.
Yeah, I thought you
Thanks.
meant for me to find my steed.
No, that's automatic.
Isn't that the spell name?
Well
So that one.
it seems nothing.
The information that you get is somebody found it and fed it handfuls of delicious fresh hay.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, and
Listen.
basically,
Same, bro. If I found like a cute cat and I had cat food, I would sit there for an hour feeding that cat.
Mhm. How cute.
yeah, it got distracted.
Oh, silly boy, silly elf, silly elk. What?
The silly elf is Vale.
A little guy.
Just a little guy.
Luca returns then, looking thoughtful.
And we're all accounted for, Willow says, gesturing him in. Close the door.
All made it back in one piece.
Hmm.
I need a vibe check on Willow.
I mean, they're exuding good vibe.
Yeah. So things went well.
Yeah. Things went well.
Well, as far as I can see, things went decently well. Everything is lined up.
Did things go well enough for me to tell Willow bad news?
I mean, I think you have to tell them anyway.
Yes,
Yep.
but yeah.
No,
But-
we're gonna sit down and have a
Yeah.
debrief. Yeah,
Yes.
but also you could tell.
mentally planning his debrief, like, you know.
I think Willow's probably going to mention. Actually, you know what? There might not be a debrief now. Willow might say, "I'll stay like focused on the Meraldine thing," and then when I come back from
We
that,
can debrief
we'll have a
everything.
proper debrief. Yeah,
Yeah.
because then we
Okay.
can talk about the plan ahead.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I think the main thing Willow will be like, I think by the time you guys get back to, Willow's kind of getting ready to go
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
After dallying around fixing Varys' socks and whatnot.
En's gonna like hold up their book and basically ask Willow, like, do you want me to check in at any point?
Oh, if I don't come back within, I don't know, before midnight, then
Give you a ping?
check. Yeah,
Can do.
Varys can tell you where I've been murdered in the Silver Dancer, if that's the case.
Yeah, where's the murder room in the Silver Dancer, Varys?
Where do you put all
Varys.
the victims?
Rubs his forehead.
Luca looks
Gosh.
like the same as Varys, I think.
The break? I assume the break. Anyway, Willow's probably putting the handbook together as well as writing like notes, checking the final checks on the contract that N wrote out as well. Not like it's necessary at this stage, it's kind of a formality.
Mhm.
Because Meraldine has the ratified one,
Mhm.
the Civis one.
Would
And
you
just
like
need to
me
make
to
sure I've got
follow
all my
you?
ducks in a line. No, absolutely not. You are, for now, the only one that has not been compromised, I believe, unless you have something to tell me. Aboard
Compromised
this
by
boat.
whom?
Oh, just Miraldine mainly. Once she sees you, she's gonna put it all together. Look at us.
Right.
So you should stay here. Get some rest. We'll have a late night talking about our plans for the heist tomorrow, as the convocation is also tomorrow. And see where it goes.
All right.
We'll probably give you all a smile, and then, is it a go time?
Guess so.
Probably gives you all a smile and then goes invisible and leaves.
Peace out.
That would
You
be
see the
difficult
door
to follow.
close and open.
That's a
Open,
fun
close,
trick.
Oh, they're holding the hamper as they go too. The nougat hamper that I brought from Regalport. They pick it
Does
up,
that become
go
invisible?
invisible. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Willow heads. Make stealth check. Flat with.
Oh my god, I still
Lord.
have disadvantage.
Yeah.
I just realized. Yeah, okay.
I mean, the DC is lower because you are invisible.
Yeah.
And don't,
So it's
yeah,
like
you get
it's-
in the flattened because you're.
While Willow is out, can we take a short rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're building your persuasion, huh? For when you get in trouble?
Yeah, I'm putting it right back.
Luca
Hey, a quick thing.
meditates. I need to be the goodest boy, so my friends
We'll
don't
see what
hate me.
happens.
I think on the way, Willow's like, I'm going to be meeting with Tarek. Well, Tarek might be there. And also, are the sea dragons not stationed next to the Whisperers?
They are, but
Okay.
it's a lot of ships.
Okay.
And
But I
the
get to
one you're
see the
concerned
That's
with is
being
in the
like-
air.
You know, ships are the size of buildings, so it's like
Yeah.
my ex's house is around the block from here, which is still closer than you'd like it to be, but it's not like I'm outside.
Looking for
Yeah.
you.
No, I'm just saying, like, the Storm Chaser specifically
Yes.
is a lifted blimp. I'm sure I can see it a little bit from the ground as I
Oh,
get closer.
it's so easy to see.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Ignoring that, I'm going to head on up to the Silver Dancer. Hopefully just weaving my way up without being noticed by anyone.
Yep. On an 18 stealth check, then yep, absolutely. No problem.
Can I get to the captain's door and knock? And wait, is there anyone behind me if I'm at the captain's door?
You were able to discreetly get inside.
Oh no, like I'll knock. She can answer it.
Yep, you knock and Meraldine answers the door.
I think I should be visible when by the time she opens the door. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know I can do invisibility.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just standing there with my hamper and my big grin. Clearly having bypassed all of her crew.
Much more discreet this time. Come in.
Willow does. Places down the hamper at the earliest. No, just right on her desk.
Yep, that's fine.
Does the room look any different?
Well, yes, in the sense of like, Tarek is now here.
Ah, well. Living space for two now.
Yes.
Is he in the room?
Yes, he is in the room, is what I meant.
Ah.
He is, like, quietly reading something when you came in, and says, now I recognize you a little more.
Willow, actually, you know what? Wherever he's sitting, Willow will sheepishly place the hamper down in front of him. A gift from Regalport.
Oh, how generous. Meraldine says, yes, thank you very much. I believe we have some business to attend to. So, she goes to her safe, quickly dials in the number code, opens it, spins the dials again so that you can't see what the code is. Unless you want to make a perception check.
I just did.
Too quick.
Okay. Know that I tried.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. And produces a slim, rolled-up map. This is the floor plan of the Killjaws.
Willow kind of snacks at the name.
Very gauche, I know. She hands it over to you.
Anything abnormal about it?
Don't approach it from the front.
Oh, sorry, me. Mim was asking
Oh,
if there's anything
About-
abnormal about the map.
oh. Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay. I forgot my modifier was so high.
Yep. On a 13, I think you can tell that, like, this is a hand-drawn copy of a blueprint. So you think this is relatively accurate in terms of, like, door layouts and stuff.
Hmm.
Obviously not as detailed as perhaps you would like it to be, but it certainly gives you a good idea of means of approach. Meraldine points out the captain's quarters and informs you that the safe will be in this location. It is similar to hers, but it is locked with a key rather than with a code.
Question.
And yes.
Keep going.
She also says that Khorvaire is an untrusting man because he is an untrusting person himself, and there will likely be many traps to deter would-be thieves and intruders.
Question. Is Tarek hearing all this?
Yes. Do you want to make an insight check on him?
I am going to, yeah.
Unless this is like the moment where we learn he doesn't know.
You glance over at Tarek, but are quickly drawn back to what Meraldine is saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're unable to read his expression. I think you're a little too focused on absorbing the information to decipher what the hell's going on between these two.
Right. Willow has the fleeting thought of, did I mischarge? And then just back to Meraldine's intel. Yeah, okay. Willow's probably gonna mention, ask if there's anything. Oh, yeah, might as well ask, is there anything abnormal? Anything to keep an eye out for? Anything specific?
Yeah, I think she mentions that it's like, obviously there are windows along the sides of the ship and so on. She informs you of the general timing of the convocation, and that she will be unable to help you directly.
Of course.
Feel free to rob it blind, of course.
gives that look of like, you didn't need to tell me, but trust me. I think they'll just say some things go without saying.
I'm assuming that you have your own means of getting in and out without being noticed. Clearly proven as
Evidently.
much.
Willow's probably just taking notes. What else was there to find out? Guys, feel free to, like... I think, like, thinking of N would have wanted, like, descriptions of the crew, was it?
Yeah.
Any descriptions of,
notable
like...
people?
Yeah,
be
notable
bored.
folks.
Yeah. Mildeen says that the first mate will likely be along and that she is unfamiliar with the crew. She knows that they are largely human, half-orc, and dwarven. But she did not have any direct contact with them herself.
Of course, she's a sea dragon. She's saying this out loud too.
Yep.
Willow keeps doing that little, like, the urge to glance over at Tarek and be like, oh, I see. Like, but like, who knows? It's seeming pretty overt at the moment.
Yes, but things have changed.
Since today. Or even yesterday. Okay.
Things have changed since you broke into her room and discovered she
threatening her?
was... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Luke, sorry, Sarah, you were sort of humming about something to ask?
No, I didn't. I couldn't think of anything, so.
Oh, just my thinking sound.
Yeah.
What was she saying about not approaching from the front?
Yes. There are lots of weapons on the ship. Ballista, catapults, cannons. It is a war galleon and equipped as such.
Right. I think Willow clearly, not just smiles, grins at this knowledge a little bit. She might see like a change in their expression as they jot down War Galleon.
Mm-hmm.
It settles
Right,
quickly. Oh, my specialty. What else?
I think Meraldine will say that like most of the thing about this ship is that it's dangerous to approach as a ship, and it is not necessarily built to withstand cat burglars.
Yeah.
That being said, there will be crew on the ship that will be on the lookout. They might not be overly alert, considering that most of the action tomorrow will be held elsewhere. But she would advise you to avoid brute force where possible, or even deceptive means.
Deceptive means. What does she mean by
Yes. So trying to talk your way in is not going to work.
that? Okay. So avoid brute force and deceptive means that's okay.
Yeah. So talking or bribing probably won't work as easily.
Not as easily as it did with Bones,
Mm-hmm.
our other Direshark.
Yep.
Hope they're not here.
That would be awkward.
Just bribe him again.
Yeah, so true.
We know it'll work on
Why
them.
would- It's only been a couple months. What's changed? I've got more
Yeah.
money now. That's what's changed.
Yeah.
So really, we're in a better position.
Yep.
Just like hold up one of Khorvaire things like, you want this?
Yeah.
It's easy. We're done. We're good.
So true.
Yep.
Any other questions, team?
Does she know what kind of traps? Like, are we talking alarms? Are we talking like spikes come out of the floor? Like, are these traps that kill you or traps that alert the crew? Does she know that?
More likely kill or incapacitate because, let's say, Khorvaire is not necessarily.
I mean, his ship's called the Killjaw, so.
Yeah. I was going to say, Khorvaire does not necessarily trust his crew not to steal from him.
See?
Dang.
That sucks,
Bones, you
honey.
want this?
Khorvaire proven right every day. No, actually, on the topic, Willow might ask Meraldine, other than the distrustful, what else do you have to say about Khorvaire?
He prides himself on being a threat. Obviously. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and he considers himself a spy master,
Spy master.
as
In
in
what way?
master of many spies.
What? Mim's asking, huh? Can I do a
As
Willow
in-
check or?
Okay, so I'm going to explain this to Mim. A spy
Yeah.
master is somebody who manages a network of spies and informants.
Yeah.
That does
No,
not mean they necessarily spy themselves. The Khorvaire is certainly capable of it. So he
Yeah.
has like informants in amongst other fleets and stuff that he pays.
Like Meraldine.
Yes.
Cool. No, the was me just checking because every time I hear spies, I think of anytime I think of spy networks.
They all
Okay, I think
sneezes
Willow's
in the
going-
distance.
Yeah, exactly. Willow's probably going to ask any specific factions or just
His own.
Willow looks at Meraldine like where the opportunity
Independence.
strikes. Independent. That's
Yes.
what. Mm-hmm. Really jots it
Indeed.
down. And the emerald claw thing. Willow's just gonna say it to see how Meraldine responds.
The who?
Never mind. What was she saying? We were talking about spy networks. I don't know why I roll. Let's just assume that the who was correct. Was not lying.
Mm-hmm. Basically, what Meraldine knows about Khorvaire is that he self-styles himself as a shark in the water, as somebody who could strike
Right.
at any moment, and is the sort of like biggest threat in the area.
Styled as the Jaws theme.
Yeah. This is a guy who thinks about sharks the way that like edgy teens think about wolves.
I was just about
Oh
to say.
no! His shock name is like Shock, you know,
What?
like Moon.
No, it's obviously Killjaws.
It's Killjaw. Killjaw is such a name. It's good. It's so
Yes.
Khorvaire.
Yes. Meraldine would highly advise avoiding fighting him one-to-one. He is deadly,
Okay.
but that's why we're going around the other way. She would say that his major weakness is that he is very, very independent, which means that there are not many confidants that he has.
He's lonely.
Willow gives Meraldine a look and then nods and writes that down. Cool. Jots it all down. He sounds like a piece of work.
He certainly is.
I'm sure you can't wait to get him out your hair.
Let's just say I found more profitable opportunities.
Okay. I think now Willow will probably mention... Is there anything else to cover, you guys, that you can think of? If not, I'm sure we can ask in retrospect, because Willow will ask any normal thing to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any intel that is...
I think that's
The location of the convocation, off on the sandbank. Yeah, I
Yes.
believe you mentioned this.
Yes.
yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Neither can I.
Yeah.
We can also do flashbacks if we need to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think now Willow will mention, well, as a sign of goodwill, and they'll pull the sending stone out of their pocket and gesture to Miraldine.
She produces hers.
I believe the next time we speak will not need to be through these, as I'll have another in my possession. Yes?
Indeed. She hands it over. Drops it into your hand.
When do we sign the contract, so to speak? Mim's asking.
I'm gonna say now.
Okay, Willow's gonna set the sending stones aside unless I can just disassemble them now.
I think set them aside and then you can disassemble them.
Oh, okay. Contract time. I think I'll invite Tarek over for this. I think Willow will probably ask Miraldine, sort of in a hushed voice. Presume, gestures over the shoulder. No point keeping him over there?
What are you implying? I believe one of your
Willow's-
stipulation was that he co-signs.
Willow gestures to the point in the contract that N wrote where it's like, stop selling secrets to others. Basically, Willow's trying to say, are you completely honest with Tarek at the moment? Does he know that this is a deal where I'm, severing ties with someone you were betraying the Sea Dragons for? That kind of thing.
Miraldine gives you the cool look of like, this does not bother me. You've not caught me out.
I'm not trying to catch you out, I'm trying to ask a question.
Which is to say that yes, like, he knows, or Miraldine is confident that, like, Tarek's reaction, whatever it may be, is not going to disrupt this.
You know what?
Did you
But
expect
from
her to be normal?
No, I'm just double checking. That means that does he can I infer at all from that? Does he know? Or is this the moment he finds out? And she's just relying on trust, faith.
Like, she's been openly conversing about this with him here.
Yeah.
Like, even if you haven't been able to read his expression about it,
Yeah.
he's like not been ignoring you, he's just been to the side.
Yeah. It's just I don't trust her to not be like talking. They seem like they trust each other a fair bit, where it's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure it makes sense. And like the defining point hasn't been raised yet,
You can, I would say, it is a good bet to assume that Tarek knows already. This does not seem to be new information to him.
Okay. She says, Colbicon's like this, and he's like, what? In the background. No, she wouldn't ever let me have that upper hand over her. That's fine. And good. I think Willow will probably say, with a quiet tone of amusement, oh, how cute, and then hand Miraldine the written contract to sign. For my own files, if you don't mind.
She reads it carefully. I'll make a copy of this on the ratified one then.
Willow nods.
Very well. She sets about copying it onto the largely blank contract and promptly signs it. Very nice swoopy signature.
Let me just fail it. Oh, no, that wasn't a fail. I'm just checking everything is the same between the two. Everything's in order. Everything's in line.
Yes. I think the one thing that she may have changed is, like, if you fail to meet the stipulations, this contract is null and void.
She changes that how?
As in, like, if you don't steal the... She underlines, or basically she emphasizes that, like, if you fail to uphold your side of the contract in stealing her shit, she has no obligation to regard this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I could add that to mine, but yeah, whatever works. I wouldn't add it because it's N's handwriting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
She offers the pen for you to sign.
There's probably something in the contract saying that this contract also remains confidential.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Willow will sign.
Okay.
I must also say the contract includes potential options as well. It's very
Yeah.
written with all of the angles that Willow has considered with regards to like Thurani,
Yes.
the theater, Brina, all of that. So yeah, the Thale did a good job selling that earlier, even without the contract here.
Yep. Okay. And once the ink is dry, Geraldine waves over Tarek with a little "Darling, if you please."
I think before she does, Willow says, "Trust you'll honor this one better than the last one." With like, and then she can call over Tarek. Willow's final little pot shot.
Mm-hmm.
Final, but you know.
Yeah. For now, in this volley.
Yeah. And Willow will step out of the way for Tarek. Give them the table. Probably take the sending stones and start disassembling them.
Mm-hmm. He does a brief skim over it and then writes his own signature at the bottom. "It is done," he says. "Excellent," Geraldine says. Hands over your copy.
Willow nods their thanks. They are again quiet. It seems every time Tarek's closer, they get a bit like...
Deep Geraldine says, "Very well. Anything left to discuss, or...?"
I think Willow will show the 2 powered down sending stones. I
Handy.
believe that's all. They'll pocket them.
Just quickly roll for Tarek.
These little specifically styled pocket watch looking.
So on a 14, I think Tarek has noticed that you seem skittish around him. Thale informed me that you were instrumental in solving the case.
Did he?
Was he mistaken?
Willow kind of glances at Geraldine it feels odd to talk about this with her here. Last thing she said about it was, "Oh yeah, sure he did a fair bit of damage to you, didn't he?" It's like, or something like that about Warfred and all of that. How to respond? Was Theo mistaken?
Yeah. Are you going to take credit for it, or?
I think Willow kind of looks around at Theo's honest. As far as I'm aware. Willow's awkward. I will say. No, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, what does he see on a 14 besides that, like, you're like
bit awkward. It's the kind of thing that is weird to take credit for because there's a lot of baggage on it. It's one of those, like, I'm not gonna stand here and be like, "Yo, saved your life," but I don't even think Willow like fully has internalized that yet. It's a fact that they helped in the case, you know. But I don't know if Willow's going to be able to like articulate what they did. It's one of those things. It's hard to say it to the person without it feeling like a pressure. Like, oh yeah, like especially in a business meeting, it feels a bit disingenuous.
Yes. I think Tarek says, "In that case, I would like to extend my thanks. And I am glad to see that you are endeavoring to pay it forward."
Well, I've just given you more work, haven't I?
Perhaps.
But I assume it'll be useful. Surely not outside of your usual realm of what you're already doing. So, thank you in advance.
Do I make you uncomfortable?
Willow glances at Myraldine. What's her face like?
Neutral. She's just sort of watching Tarek.
Ugh. Might as well be honest. Yeah. For a myriad of reasons.
My apologies then.
Oh, it's nothing you can help. I mean, you didn't ask for, you know, any of it.
Indeed.
Though I suppose I wasn't overly friendly even before the events of the auction transpired, so yeah.
It was a time of duress for many of us. In that case, once again, my thanks for your help in all aspects, both then and now. Please don't allow us to keep you.
Meh. Willow's getting the regret pangs already. Like, just talk. Do normal things. I did not spend 2 months doing this around Damon to also do it to Tarek. But what do I even say? Team help. What am I saying?
You're alone out there, Willow. You could reassure him a bit
What
more.
does Willow feel?
I don't know. Stressed?
Because from what you've said so far, there's ways he could take it personally, and it's not personal.
Do I make you uncomfortable? Yes. Oh, okay.
Tell
Not
him
personal.
He reminds you of home, and that's hard. But, you know.
Is that even the truth, though, at this point?
Who knows with Willow?
I'm sorry. Okay, I think Willow's going to start to leave and then sort of scramble back and say, Mr. Elham, could we meet without Miss Frostroot? Sorry. The sorry is directed at Tarek rather than Myraldine.
When?
Well, if I don't get... I'm not going to say that in front of Merildine. Depending on how tomorrow goes, whenever you're available... Wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. I suppose tomorrow I'll be focusing on this, so perhaps the next day if all of us are amenable, or the evening, when we celebrate our victory. Now Willow looks at Merildine. I have a particular rapport with Miss Frostroot that...
Merildine just, does a little scoff laugh.
Makes these sorts of conversations a little bit awkward. But I've already missed one opportunity to speak with you candidly. I wouldn't want to miss another.
I trust Merildine implicitly. I understand that you two may not have the same relationship, but let's just say that we're making an effort to avoid keeping secrets between each other.
Is that a no?
It's Tarek saying that, whatever you feel comfortable saying to him, you should try to feel comfortable saying to Merildine, because he will not keep it from her.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to say it in front of her. Gasbag about me later. It doesn't matter. I don't know you.
Not there to hear it.
In that case, we'll see if we can arrange a later appointment.
Sure. Well, you two stay well.
Indeed. Good
I
luck.
hate this. Odds, leaves.
How do you leave?
Oh my god. Willow pauses at the door. They ran out of spell slots. Does Merildine have a window in her room?
Yes, there are windows in the captain's quarters.
Willow's gonna stop at the door and backtrack. Say, is there a more covert way out of your ship? You know what? I already know the answer to this question. Willow's going to probably just try and leave through a window, I guess.
Yeah.
This is so awkward. Willow just standing there breaking out of Meryldine's room. Through that too small window that I think you described earlier.
Yeah. There are other windows that are or rather, it's easier to get out of the window than it is to get in.
Okay, well, good. It's still awkward just imagining the silence as you guys sit there watching me squeeze out of a window.
Make another stealth check as you leave out of the back of the Silver Dancer.
Sweetie.
I think you exit out the door and drop straight into the ocean.
Sweetie. Just let the water take you.
Yeah, I'm dying. Sorry, guys, can't make it to the heist. I'm dead.
Go for a swim, you'll feel better.
Yeah. There's a brief look as, you surface briefly, and you just see Merildine closing the window behind you, and, a little condescending wave.
Well, I'm glad I didn't talk vulnerably around her. But I think Willow does the most, when you smack water, when you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Far out, I had such a cool departure before, and now this. Why am I always the most aggressive, just freestyle swim back? They're not even gonna hop up onto the docks, they're just swimming back for a bit.
Okay.
How embarrassing! They didn't even get to talk to frickin' Tarek!
Yep.
See how long
Sorry.
it can last before I start drowning. Not that long!
Wow.
You're just tired. You're just really tired.
God.
The good news is that because of the way that the convocation is set up, there's not like exactly a strong current here, but like you swim for about 100 meters, and then like you really notice your clothes starting to drag on you because
Oh my god.
you are swimming in full clothing, and like even if your party pockets keep things dry and safe, oh boy, it's heavy. That jacket is soaked.
Imagine the big splop as Willow like hops onto a dock at the nearest opportunity, and I'm assuming that my low stealth check means that people see me. Just soggying along, fully drenched back to... Wait, I can't even be... Can I try another stealth check now?
You can try another stealth check now.
Because I shouldn't be seen going back to my boat.
Yes.
Far out.
Remember 10.
Number 10.
It's nighttime.
You pull up your hood and just like stomp home.
Yeah. God, the complete contrast to the way I busted in before. I did a spin, danced around the room. It's just soggy fucking Willow appears at the door to the ephemeral chaos.
What happened to you?
Sign the contract. Willow plops in, hangs up their coat on the somewhere.
Zuka brings towels.
Not enough
Did
water.
she throw
in
you
your ink pen?
overboard?
Pardon me, both of you just spoke at the same time.
Here you
En?
go, Varys. You have a more sensible question.
Did she throw you overboard?
What did En ask? Willow says to En, because you just said sensible.
I asked if you needed more water for your ink pen.
Varys, no. No, I threw myself overboard. Again. Willow,
Jen, like there's a bit of a grimace.
Yeah. Willow puts the contract on the table just to make sure it's all signed and everything's not damaged. The map's still in their pocket. All of the above. And they put the empty sending stone shells back on the table. Or rather, the powered down sending stone shells.
Yep.
And fish dog's carcass, actually, while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Willow rubs their brow. And
Willow's
like,
hair.
no, don't touch me. Willow wants to be like... If you come close, Willow will take the towel off you, but it's very like a...
Yeah.
Varys hands you a cup of tea to warm up, because even though it is summer and it is like relatively warm, being soaked does cool you off.
Yeah, Willow seems ready to keep going. They'll rub their brow and say, we have a fair bit to catch up on. But it's a go-ahead. The contract is only honored if we successfully infiltrate the Killjaws.
Makes sense.
What?
Khorvaire ship. Willow makes like hands.
Mm.
You know anything about it, Varys?
Well, it's a fearsome war galleon with a terrible name.
No, that's why we aren't attacking it from the front. You got a map?
Oh yeah, Willow would have laid that out too. They'll just point at it now that En said it. Unroll it. Our little table is becoming the central hub of all interesting things. Now, of course, Merilene has her conditions, but I think we can always accomplish a little more.
I'm not opposed to stealing.
I'm not opposed
More
to
than that.
making Khorvaire's day much worse.
Oh, that can be arranged.
What's Luca not opposed to?
I feel like crime is becoming a regular occurrence in my activities.
Okay, but what if the guy you're stealing from is like worse than you?
Luca raises an eyebrow, like, really? This is what we're doing? Raises his hands. Look, do whatever you need to.
We need to. You're involved in this.
If you happen to find something pretty that would suit me, feel free to bring it back. Don't tell me how you got it.
The usual request then. And nods
Yes.
at Willow like, yep. Heard this one before.
What I was trying to say was, I think there are multiple birds to be hit here. One that Miraldine doesn't seem to know about either, and I think Willow takes out a note from their pocket that you guys haven't seen for a while. It's that little translated note from Damon.
Mm-hmm.
And raises an eyebrow.
My specialty isn't, of course, just stealing. It's who gestures to you guys.
Sabotage.
Sabotage?
Correct.
Lucas sits up. He's excited he got it right.
That's why Willow said it. Willow taking on the door, the explorer tone, so that Luca feels confident. Do you see shit ass Clapton? Anyway, yeah, Willow's going to proceed to, I guess, ask you guys to sit down so that we can begin to go through the plan.
Yep. Gather around the table.
Now, do we want to do this? Because, like, okay, full disclosure for the audience, we've talked about this prior. Should we keep it hush hush?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
we'll just montage the scene of you guys going over
I think
the plans, discussing what goes where. You also still need to have a general debrief.
Of course. I think Willow just wants to get the plan out of the air
Yes.
first while it's
So,
fresh. Kind of
yes.
builds their confidence back up too after the
Unfortunate exit.
Yeah. I think one thing, like,
ungraceful dismount.
wow. I will say too that I think I had a thought. Where did it go? Oh, it's leaving. Grab it. It's gone.
That's what Cobra Khan will be saying in a few hours.
In that voice exactly.
In that voice specifically.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because we made a fair, like, little procedure thing, and everything that Miraldine says, nothing has contradicted it yet. I feel like we're still kind of on the same page. I think ultimately the kind of, like, conclusion that Willow will come to after explaining the entirety of the plan and all of the possible contingencies and the roles that everyone's got, also with your guys' input, Willow will say something along the lines with a bit of energy about them and be like, in conclusion, it's not enough to simply steal from Khorvaire if we can also manage to make him, crawl his way back from where his reputation is damaged. All the better, I'd say.
Reputation is everything in the principalities, isn't it?
That's the one.
And gives a little smirk.
And I think Willow has given N, like, a very particular instruction.
Yeah, Ed's looking very smug about that.
Willow's looking a little smug too. There is something about not just stealing from Khorvaire, but also potentially really, like, if everything goes according to plan, Willow will add, really damaging his standing. At probably the worst place to damage someone's standing. In front of all of his colleagues.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Raz says, I'm all for it. Any other information we should know?
Willow looks to you two if there's any questions.
probably already been covered.
Anything I've forgotten?
I have something to share. I met with a wind whisperer today. It was the helmsman. His name is Orkan. And what are you looking for?
I'm seeing what Luca means by that. What do you mean, met with a wind whisperer?
There was a brawl beginning to occur outside the shore song, and as I was going into subdue, he did as well.
Willow not like gives you a look like, what's the rest of the story? At which point do you start meeting him?
I thanked him for stopping. We had a brief conversation and parted ways before I came back. With regards to what was discussed, I found out he is the helmsman of the Storm Chaser. He's been with them for 3 years. I could not get confirmation on where they were going next, which was my main reason for talking with him. They're either going back to Regalport alongside the Sea Dragons after the convocation, or possibly returning to Orthos to refuel, since they've spent...
Not refuel, but...
Not restock. Restock.
Yeah, yes.
And recover after spending a long time down south.
Specifically in Arenal.
In Araman?
Arenal.
Arenal. Yeah, I was like, I thought it was Arenal, but yeah. And he offered to give me a tour of the Storm Chaser.
And is
How does Willow look?
Yeah.
Yeah. $17.
I'm gonna roll like a persuasion. Yeah, that tracks. I think the initial shock turns into Willow's just kind of resting their chin on their hand and listening to you talk at length about all of this.
I think Luca was referring to notes he made while you were out, so...
She just looks up to see Willow looking at him. I would say the expression looks unreadable, but in a negative, skewed way that you can't put into words yet, even though my persuasion is quite low. Just because that's the kind of face that Willow has.
Mm-hmm.
I think Willow's going to sort of look from Luca to Ann and Varys. What do they look like?
And also just kind of looks blank. I think... Yeah. I don't know if you want to do any check on N.
I rolled a 9 insight.
It's like your modifier anyway, so like... I know, I'm joking.
I'll roll to give you an opportunity. I might roll low. No, sorry.
No.
That's a net 20. Yeah, N just seems like calmly taking in this information. It's very neutral.
What's Varys doing?
I think he's sort of saying, I guess the intel is useful. We at least know what direction they're going in, so we can avoid them, hopefully, in the future. If that is the plan. Bit risky, though, doing that.
You don't intend to actually take him up on that offer, do you?
Would be up to Willow.
Wouldn't. Me?
Willow's already made their stance pretty clear.
Oh, pardon me, Anne. Luca, let me know. Is it up to me?
Luca nods.
Now, refresh my memory. Didn't I distinctly ask you not to engage with any of the Wind Whisperers?
You did.
And you...
thought that was an unwise tactical decision, given the circumstances.
What does Luca look like as he says this?
Neutral. Almost looks like he's standing at attention, even though he's sitting down.
Ooh, okay, I think N's gonna stand up and start to leave the room.
Where are you going?
Outside. Ouch! Outside. I'm gonna go out onto the deck.
Why? What happened there?
So funny that ends leaving. Willow's gonna look flatly at Varys, like wondering if he's gonna follow.
Varys gives you a look of like, should I leave?
I think N left the door open, so it's kind of like N's still listening, but they needed to separate themselves from the room.
Oh, if Varys is still here, whatever. Willow's going to say, Luca, you've referred to me as captain, yes?
Yes.
So, in your limited experience, what is the purpose of me talking to you if you're just going to ignore it?
In my experience, as much as one would like to be, a captain cannot be omniscient.
Then, as a friend, after building up my courage for a few days and finally settling down and telling you everything and making one simple request, why from here on out would I ever trust you again? To do one little thing for me. Perhaps this conversation is better had somewhere else. Willow's probably going to stand up now. Actually, Willow stands up and pauses. No, I'm not allowed outside. So, this conversation can be had here.
I'll take my leave.
Wisely done, Mr. Greenleaf. And Willow takes out their crossbow and spins it in their hand. Perhaps this point is better proven in a different way. And
looks expectant.
Darius looks alarmed as he leaves, sort of exits, but concerned.
Willow waits for him to leave before
Okay, pulling the gun.
tapping. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Waits for him to leave, pulls the gun, taps it idly on the table. What's supposed to happen here?
Are you going to shoot me?
Do you think? You tell me.
What I would like to happen or what I expect to happen?
Both.
When a subordinate is
Insubordinate?
yes. Generally, they are reprimanded. When a friend goes against the wishes of one, they discuss it and hopefully come to an understanding.
Counterpoint. Usually a friend isn't sitting there like a former soldier. So perhaps
Usually
this is best done
friends
as the captain.
don't pull guns on each other. So.
I haven't.
Guns.
anything.
Oh, crossbow.
Weapons.
Weapons. Yeah.
I'm just holding it.
Let's say I don't have a lot of experience having hard discussions with friends.
Okay, well, you're off to a terrible start. Willow, pacing now. Let's see. Ooh, Willow's annoyed. Your responses have annoyed them more.
Can I make an insight check to find out why?
Because you're being annoying.
Why? What does that
And
mean?
defiant. Okay.
Well, you haven't been contrite, is one thing.
Are they
I think
just
Willow's
gonna be
going-
pacing quietly. Sorry.
I think Willow's going to say then, well, if you have no intention of settling this as a friend, soldier, then perhaps we could do this the old-fashioned way. Willow's loading a spell. Usually one would tie another to a mast or something of the sort, but
Luca makes a face.
seems a bit bland. What's the face?
Like, well, he wouldn't know what to expect as punishment from a pirate, let's say.
Well, there's always worse. Willow's mentioned one of the minor ones. How about Willow's thinking. Got no plank in question, so I suppose this will do. I don't even know if this is going to make the point Willow wants to make now, though, because Luca's being so stubborn.
Is he being stubborn?
He hasn't been apologetic at all. He's got no, like...
Well, it's kind of hard to tell when your insight checks are so low.
Did you make an insight check? You didn't.
You didn't
Roll.
No,
Roll.
Willow's.
Okay.
That's on you, buddy. You gotta make your apology more
Why do
overt
I have to
then.
read you?
You're the one who
Yeah.
fucked up!
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
1, roll. 2, say I'm sorry?
That's why Willow said, since you don't seem to be dealing with this as a friend, to you as a soldier, because you're sitting there being like, it was tactically advantageous. And now they're apparently preparing a piratey punishment spell.
Let me make an insight. Can I make an insight check to see if Luca
Yes.
has discerned if this is an okay time to...
It's over at 12.
What are you looking for?
I want to know if Willow is receptive to me being contrite.
Yes.
Yes?
It's better than not being contrite.
Define contrite.
Sorry.
apologetic. While you're setting that up, if I may.
Speak freely, apparently.
I am sorry I did what you asked me not to do, but I thought it would be better for you to meet them on your own terms than being ambushed.
Meet on my own terms. What value are my terms? You've just overridden them. Why would they... What? Ugh. Oof, Willow's so aggravated. This question, is it clear what Willow's irritated by?
That Luca did the thing
Yeah.
that was asked not to.
Yeah. Luca said sorry, but immediately says like Willow's like, okay, that's not an apology. But whatever.
I think part of it is that Luca's not explaining that it's like, I was worried he was going to find you right then and there.
I don't even know if it's part of it though. Anyway,
Regardless.
think, yeah. I think Willow's going to finish setting up this spell. Annoyingly, this is gonna fuck me up tomorrow if I do this.
Oh, they have no spell slots.
Yep.
Ugh. No, don't you
Yeah.
recover when you go to sleep?
You have to sleep twice for 2 points of exhaustion. Willow already has 1.
Ah.
Unless you want to shut this shit down, Luca.
I don't know what to do!
Take it on the chin. As in, like, I will accept whatever punishment.
You know what?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
I think Willow's going to now. Unfortunately, perhaps, I think the window has passed slightly. Willow's going to angle the gun at Luca. And I'm going to call it a gun for now because that is the energy that it's carrying.
Yeah.
And say, What was it that you said to me a few days ago? Was it yesterday? I've lost track. Something about I am persuasive to those who will listen.
Luca nods. Kind of looks like he was expecting that.
And yet.
Luca stands up.
Listen, I understand your angle. Trust me, I do. But I'm very tired of being ignored. So, prices must be paid, yes?
Luca nods.
I will hit you with a spell. You are going to not resist it. And you will be cast out to the sea, and you can take your time swimming back and stay outside.
Luca stands at attention.
Nice. Willow. Does he look honest?
Yes, very honest.
He's gonna take the hit.
Yes.
Yep.
Willow's going to look at him for a long bit, think of everything that's riding on this one little spell that they want to cast. And then just, they're gonna bonk him on the head, in the forehead, with the crossbow. Just like a shove.
Now he's confused.
Willow spins it back into their holster. Marches down to the room area, and you hear their workshop table. He has been left there.
Outside, Varys and N are just sort of like listening.
Yeah, I think N is like kind of got the cool guy leaned back to the wall near the entrance, just kind of listening,
Yep.
staring at the ground, arms folded.
Luca, what do you do?
I have no idea what just happened, so
Willow wanted to punish you, but they were out of energy, so instead they decided to conserve their energy and just go downstairs. But they have told
does
you to
Luca
leave.
understand that?
Make an insight check.
You know what? On the way out, Willow,
Yes.
yeah. While they didn't zap you away, Willow did say you can spend the night outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been quote
I'm
unquote
sleeping on the
grounded.
couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Luca
It's the equivalent of being sent to bed without supper, you know?
That is something I recognize as a punishment for insubordination. Luca goes outside, nods to the other two, then walks down onto the dock and recalls his steed.
Everything
Okay.
all right?
Willow would have said go outside onto the boat, not leave into the convocation.
Yeah, don't go back into the convocation.
No. Let me.
Oh, okay. Oh.
He's just going to summon his steed and then run along the docks a bit and then swim back because he was ordered to.
N watches you do this.
He went pretty far. I'm not sure if you'd be able to see him.
Isn't your
Well,
elk
you're
glow in the
going-
dark?
Not always.
No, it doesn't, but
we
it's
turn the
like...
lights off tonight.
Yeah. But it's also like Varys asked, is everything all right? And then watched you leave.
Oh, Luca would have said, yes, I'm doing my punishment.
Ah,
Oh, then. Guess that's all sorted. And it's gonna turn on their heel and head back towards the entrance.
okay. Varys is like, I'll take watch.
No, I can
Yes.
take watch. I'm awake.
All right, then.
You go get some rest. Tomorrow's a long day.
It's been a week of long days.
Yeah, get used to it.
Okay. So,
I'm just gonna stand out on the dock. Watch Luca, but otherwise keep watch.
You know, the how do you like my swimming anime clip? I just imagine that.
I was gonna say, I think he would have gone to take his jacket off, but then kept it on because, like, that's how Willow wanted to send him into the water.
Oh, baby.
You're an idiot. You're so stupid. He's so dumb. Can I just ask who gets in first regarding Willow? Because they might ask them to do something.
Varys
Varys probably.
and staying outside. They've got some things they have to work through.
Oh. Okay.
Varys probably noticed because N dropped the facade a bit that N is like irritated.
Yeah.
They're being
No.
very snippy and they're very tense.
Mm,
And their jokes are obviously like through grit teeth.
yeah. Varys goes in. It's like, does a sort of quiet, Captain.
Don't bother. God. Willow just rolls her eyes. I think they're back to kind of. Varys might see that they have their gun out in one hand and the necklace in the other. Just the Luca special.
The Varys like sees that. Let's have you roll an insight check, my good man.
Awesome. Average. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, is he going to say something? Because Willow's going to ask something.
Yeah, you can ask. But Varys is basically he just acknowledged your presence, and was then like, "I'm going to be ready for bed." I'm like, I've not acknowledged that you are in the room. I'm doing my own thing.
Nods. I think Willow's going to say. Did he go for a swim?
Yes.
Of course he did. Make sure he sleeps inside. Please. Big idiot.
I'll be sure that he doesn't catch his death of cold.
He nods. And I think at the end of that, we'll probably put on the necklace. Might as well.
Varys doesn't, but I smile to myself.
Good for
Measy
you!
Smiled.
Glad you're having fun, Zeke.
Am I not allowed to have fun?
Someone has to.
Am I not allowed to have fun in this game I am running?
Zeke smiles and roar like, boo!
Okay. But yes, Varys will take his turn sleeping. Who do we follow? Anne?
Anne's upstairs and outside and probably will remain there until Luca gets back. I don't know. Do we have a ladder for him that I can kick down?
How long does it
They're
take
one of
me to
those
get
dinos.
back?
Roll.
What
It's
is-
an
20 minutes?
uncomfortable
Roll
amount of
athletics
time
check.
to spend swimming.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Oh, not,
Whoa.
not that good.
That's pretty.
Good.
Pretty.
Good
That's pretty
15.
decent.
Yeah.
He rolled an 8.
Yeah. Still
I
good.
think
He's a
look up-
beefy boy.
Would have intentionally made himself swim further than he knew he was comfortable doing. That's kind of the point.
Willow doesn't bother punishing you, by the way. Also, I will say, let it be known, it's partly that failed insight check of like, Luke is too willing to accept punishment, which is why you didn't get berated.
Punished. Yeah.
Let that be known.
Yeah.
So you're doing this to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say you spend 20 minutes swimming in fully clothed. I'm assuming you're not wearing your armor?
He would have been wearing it when they went out, so
Okay.
possibly, yeah, swimming in half plate.
Okay. In which case,
Look
I
at
need you
trials.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, Constitution. Not my best.
Okay. You managed to avoid giving yourself a point of exhaustion by swimming
Good.
in armor. But you are very worn out by the end of it.
Luca hoists himself onto the ship, and does he see that N is there?
Yep, and it's like in a spot they usually take up for watch, just staring out at things.
Luca slops, like, onto the ship because he's so wet and heavy.
Yep. And glances over at you. Refreshed?
Really say anything? Something like that.
Good. And stares back out at the complication
Oh,
at
yeah.
sea.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a sneaky, tasty little insight check. $17?
Let me contest just to see.
God damn it!
Also a 17, but the modifier makes it a 24.
En's got the best poker face.
Um,
Damn, you should
think-
work at a casino. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
shit.
I think it's obvious N is a bit tense, but it's hard to really read. Maybe it's just the cold. Maybe it's just cold out here and they're feeling chilly.
Did we upset you? Did I upset you?
And peers over at Luca again.
Stripping his clothes off.
There's nothing I can say that Willow hasn't already said. No point.
Let's just say you're talking to someone who appreciates repetition.
And smirks a bit at that. It's kind of tired smirk. Well, for the sake of repetition, then, as you recall, we also have a certain kind of agreement that concerns avoiding a particular people. So, what, do I have to also be worried that you're going to go talk to a snapdragon because I've decided that it's, I've made a decision and then you decide. You're not knight captain of me, Luca. You can't order me around, you can't make... And rubs at their face. Sorry, just forget it.
We both think that Willow wants to reconcile with those people, right?
Maybe. Depends on them.
Well, let's just say that's what I'm acting on. And I have no illusions that there is any chance of reconciliation for you, because there shouldn't be. So,
You dressed it up as some sort of disadvantageous move. How does that not correlate with also dealing with snapdragons? That would not also lead to you deciding that, oh, I've decided not to approach this situation, this person, in this particular way, but you think I've made a poor decision, so you already got kidnapped once, Luca. You can't keep making these decisions. I can't lose you. And grips the edge of the deck and just railing and looks back out.
I am sorry.
I know you are. Don't worry about it. I'm just a hothead.
You're allowed to feel disrespected by my actions.
You went against Willow. I really don't have a place for it. It's Willow we need to focus on. They're the ones who are going to feel the ramifications, whatever they may be.
My actions don't exist in a bubble with Willow. They're obviously affecting you, so...
I just need a minute. I'll be fine. I don't hate you, Luca.
I don't think you do.
Oh, good. And, squeezes their face, all their features. Get it out of their system, trying to. Hence, release. Sorry for raising my voice.
You don't need to be sorry. I'm sorry I can't change what I did, but... I don't think I should apologize because I stand by it.
And does a shrug. What can you do then? I just need to understand what I'm working with. I've worked with worse than you, Luca. I can deal with you breaking the rules that I set out. I just need to know that's where we stand. So I can prepare for it.
I don't know how to ask what I want to ask.
Is Luca saying that?
No, Sarah's saying that. Can you explain to me what En just said in different words?
En has worked with criminals and people who probably were prepared to be betrayed by, and just really shitty people. But knowing that they were working with shitty people made them able to, also behave in a way of preparing for that. I know you're probably going to betray me at the end of this. I'm still going to work with you because there's an advantage to working with you, but I'm also going to make contingencies for the moment you do betray me, because I expect it. And is saying, okay, we can still have a working relationship, Luca, but if I need to know that the things I tell you are going to end in you making executive decisions regardless of what I try to instill in you, then I need to be prepared for that. I need to know that the things I try to instill in you and tell you to do will not be regarded, so I can prepare for that, because I'm used to preparing for people who do not listen to me.
High five. Handshake. Clinks glass.
So En is asking, where do we stand? If I tell you things, does it matter, or should I be preparing for the alternative? Because I can, and that doesn't mean it's not a make or break. It's just a different relationship than En was expecting to have.
Have I given you reason to think I would betray your trust?
Well, today, the way people treat others, especially their other close friends, and says with air quotes, can reflect on how they treat acquaintances in the vicinity. Was Willow an exception? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't expect to have a relationship with Willow after we finish traveling.
Well,
Fuck you so much.
sorry. I'm out.
really. Because from everything I've been seeing and everything I've been hearing for the last, I don't know, month, if not that, the last week, it seems more likely that we are Willow's new crew, Luca. Do you see how they're behaving after losing their old one? You think, and puts a pointing finger into Luca's chest, you think they're just gonna drop you on your ass? You think that's how Willow operates? You not seen what they did for me? For you? For the last... how long has it been? 6 months? What are you planning to do in the future to make Willow drop you on your ass once we get to Karnath, or whatever the fuck is gonna happen once we get off this ship? What are you projecting? What do you see? What have you been seeing?
I've seen myself.
And? What does that mean? What, you think we're gonna go back to Karnath? You're gonna find out all your horrible little secrets? Oh, I was a knight captain, I killed thousands of people. Oh god, I'm just the most horrible person. Surely everyone will wanna drop me now. Surely. Well then join the fucking club, Luca. Cause once we get to Sharn, you're gonna figure out some things about me that you're not gonna like. You gonna drop me on my ass? Willow gonna drop me on my ass? Fine, sure, whatever. But we get there. We figure it out then. You don't start fucking up your relationship now. Because you can try, Luca, but I've seen it all before. I know what you really want. I know what you really think. You don't want to be abandoned by us. That's not what you want. We're your crew too. And you might not be our knight captain, but you sure as hell are a good cook. You sure as hell are a good fighter, a good defender. And yeah, maybe you fuck up sometimes. We're not gonna drop you for one fuck up. If we did that, none of us would be here. So get into your thick skull already. How's the look?
Neutral?
Whoa!
No.
Nah!
Nah.
What
No.
kind of neutral?
You
How
get
Neutral of...
Everyone just, no way!
If I can get like
Carry on. Sorry, this is your character. Please feel
Make
free
a
to explain
fucking
yourself.
persuasion check, please.
If I roll a...
Oh,
God.
and that captain's so sick.
What?
I think
No,
I think if Luca's just standing there and not responding. I think,
He looks like he's thinking of something to say.
okay.
Okay.
And then we'll wait.
We have nothing. You and I. We have Secret Elsa. We have Salvage. Willow has a lot, and I want them to get it. That's all.
And you believe that once Willow gets it, you're gone. You think that everything that has happened will just be gone with the wind. It won't matter. Is that what you think?
I spent 4 years in prison. And that changes you and the people that you're with. Have I ever mentioned any of them?
Luca, I think you're misunderstanding. It's not about the amount of time you spend with someone. It's what you do with that time.
Luca makes a face.
You can know someone for years, and they just may never stick with you. You can know someone for a couple of months, and they can reach into your chest and just grip something in you, and then they're there. They're just there forever, and they're never gonna leave you. You think Willow would trust us with all this fucking information if you hadn't made some sort of impression?
You think those people didn't make an impression on me when I was rebuilding myself?
Then who are they? Tell me who they are right now.
I can't. They're not part of me anymore. And that's the point.
Well, then they weren't the ones. People can have an impact on you and just leave. It's also how life works.
That's exactly my point.
And that's what you feel here? That we've made all these plans. To go to Karnath, to go to Sharn, to take down a fucking beholder living under. And then that is just gonna end in nothing. Then we're just gonna forget.
Not for you and I.
But for Willow? The one who took us aboard their ship? Who had us part of their naming ceremony for the fucking thing? Why would we be involved in that? Why would we be involved in any of this? Why would we be told all of these little secrets? Willow could get the same thing out of us without any of that.
You just enjoy the things you have while you have them. Doesn't mean they stay.
No, it doesn't. In any second, you could lose it. Or die. Or get kidnapped by a fucking cult. But stop living like you're going to lose it. Enjoy it, yes. Enjoy it like it's the last day you'll have with them. But stop thinking you're just going to get abandoned, Luca. You have worth.
I need to dry off.
And turns back to look out at the ocean.
Luca goes to get towels.
Make a stealth check.
Me?
Yeah. Towels are downstairs. Do you have disadvantage because of your armor?
Yes.
I took it off.
Just now?
Yeah, while we were talking. Remember I said I was taking my clothes off?
Okay.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
Sorry for that sound. I'm also like recovering my ability to speak.
Yeah.
Although I'm not intentionally
Willow,
being like super stealthy.
Yeah,
like-
I guess Willow, what are you up to?
What's Varys doing? I did ask him to make sure Luca got back okay.
Yeah. Good question. Varus was getting ready to sleep.
He might be in his hammock. Do you think he'd like
I'll make a
be the
perception check
buffer?
for. Yeah. Okay.
I think Willow's fixing Fish Dog at their table, but they kind of give that like. I'm assuming I can hear it, Luca.
Make a
He's kinda
perception
heavy.
check.
When he walks down the stairs.
Yeah. Well,
You're
No?
busy.
I'm busy.
You're busy.
I'm tuning out.
Yeah.
See? I'm just.
I think Varus sees Luca come downstairs and like there is a towel ready.
Yeah.
Right.
He was swimming.
Gets out of his bunk and hands it over.
Luca nods thanks.
Captain Varus says, Captain says you can sleep inside. Need you at full strength tomorrow?
Luca nods. Better drive outside so I don't track in the mud.
Varus briefly says, what mud? We're at sea.
Luca's already gone.
Oops. Sound of Luca leaving.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Weeping inconsolable Christ.
That went differently than I expected, but
yeah. All
Yeah.
around. All around. All around. Okay.
Hmm.
Luca dries off. What now?
well, Captain ordered he's gonna sleep inside, so he will sleep inside, but not in his bed.
Gonna sleep on the fucking floor? What?
He's used to it.
Willow said get a good sleep. If you get any kind of disadvantage from what you're doing, don't do it.
I've slept on the floor before.
Zeke,
Yeah,
is
that's-
mechanically that going to be okay?
Yes, that is mechanically going
Okay.
to be okay.
Cool. How annoying. How's N doing? Like, what's N doing?
And staying outside.
Oh boy.
Anne's got watch, so.
Hmm.
But when their watch is up, what do they do?
Is anyone who's awake at that time?
Luca's writing, probably.
Yeah. Well, that's delightful because I think Luca, if Luca's awake, they're gonna, they're gonna see a particular figure come down the
Oh, here comes the boy.
It's
Hello,
Kai.
boy.
Kai is here. Yeah, a particular figure with short black hair and an eye patch come down.
That's a good sign.
Don't think much of it, and just needs to sleep. Kai rolls into the hammock, tucks the blanket over, takes the eye patch off, rolls over to sleep.
I'll take watch. Luca says to no one.
Is Willow asleep now also?
What time is it, you reckon?
Past midnight.
Can I say that there's like a curtain over the workshop and they're just working?
I do imagine Luca's upstairs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke is upstairs.
So
Willow might have eventually tried to, like, if they're finished working, which is
Yeah.
they wanted to make Fish Dog back up, they want to
yeah.
ensure their pockets are in working order, they're getting, like, some little extra accessories ready
Yeah.
for the heist. I think if they're finished, then they'll try and lie down. I don't know if they'll sleep.
I think you're tired enough that sleep will find you.
Yeah, I did swim for a bit.
You're also exhausted. Mechanically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I need to sleep. Willow wipes out.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
And is using
No more of that shit.
And he's using Kai essentially as a sleeping pill of like shut off the
Yeah.
brain
Yeah, I
now. You
figured.
need to sleep. Work tomorrow.
Luca will go through his paces while he's on watch.
Who do you wake up for next watch?
What's the time?
I want to say it's like 4 in the morning.
How long can I stay awake without getting mechanically exhausted?
You have to get 8 hours of sleep.
When are we leaving in the morning?
Convocations at nighttime. But don't sleep at
Right,
8
and
a.m.
make-
because otherwise that's not
Yeah.
helpful.
No.
Yeah.
But Varys has been asleep for a good while, so
I'll probably stay up like an extra hour and then
make
wake
a
Varys up.
Constitution saving throw.
Please just sleep.
Just don't roll shit. You're fine.
Just get good, says the DM. Okay.
Yeah. Look, that's what the dice are for. How much can you
That thing
withstand?
we have no control over. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wake Varys up.
Okay.
I'll probably have made him a tea as well.
Varys says, thanks. You go get some rest now, then.
So good night. But he stays upstairs.
Okay.
Day of the convocation!
Day of the
Yeah.
convocation. The
Just
next
like-
day rolls around.
I was just like, I was prepared for the. You know when Zeke smiled when I put the necklace on? I'm like, am I gonna get a fucking stress stream? So as soon as you said day of the convocation, I'm like, oh thank goodness. Okay.
No, the reason I was smiling is because I'm gay.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. Okay. Okay. Convocation.
Alright. We have our plan.
Yeah.
Everyone
So,
remember
yeah.
their roles?
What's the weather like for today?
I'm gonna say it's sunny.
Oh,
Nice and
good.
clear.
No, but
Ugh.
we have a plan for that. Doesn't matter how bright out it is. Doesn't matter if someone sees us. We're gonna be nothing out of the ordinary. Well, except maybe for you, Luca, but that's what you're supposed to be.
Good nods.
Wait, I'm doing an insight check for the crew. I think Willow's kind of busy at the moment.
Mhm.
While Anna's doing the rallying thing, Willow's kind of like flitting around. What's the vibe on an 11?
I'll give another persuasion just to see. I just like to give you a chance. Unfortunately, it's a very slim chance.
Sweet Jesus.
So,
And seems ready to go. And seems ready to
Yeah.
hype up the team.
Luca
Let's
seems
go.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Focused. His head is in the proverbial game.
I think you see Willow's
Varys is also going to make an insight check.
Oh.
He beats you, Luca.
How's Luca?
Not happy. Not looking forward to the day.
But focused.
Doesn't. Yes, focused. He doesn't like that he has to spend the day after last night doing crimes, but
Oh my
you
god.
know,
The crimes are the issue at the moment?
no. But it's like he doesn't like it. How are Willow and N?
Oh boy. Well,
I can't roll higher than that, can I?
You cannot.
No.
So
Anna is obviously ready to put yesterday behind them and focus on today. Like, they're rallying. They really want this to work. So they're really trying to pull the weight of both Luca and Willow right now to like, okay, I need you guys to get better. I did my best last night. Wasn't enough. We need to focus today. So Evan's like...
Yeah.
Willow's flitting around, not openly hostile. In fact, they kind of seem sheepish. It's kind of awkward. There's tension, but I don't know where to place it. I can't insight check anybody. At least I'm not tired. Sheepish, kind of awkward, because it's like, well, last night was weird and tense. And now I can see that N's trying to rally the troops in an awkward way. And it's like just trying to like figure out how to redeem this situation. It's whatever at this stage. But I think you see Willow kind of just preparing. Like, the reason they haven't helped you end is because they're preparing.
End's not expecting
Their jackets probably still hung up from last night, and I think you see them kind of like put their bandana on, and they have some new gear. And I think they're gonna come to the table now kind of decked out in slightly different gear.
Mm-hmm.
Plus their new necklace.
Willow's looking fresh and hot, and it is the necklace that Luca gave them. How'd you react to that? Hey, Luca.
It looks nice on you. You have good
Can I say so
taste.
yourself? Or if I may say so myself. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, well, there's a lot
So do
where
you.
that came from.
God. That was Mim laughing. Willow said, so do you. And then like N's voice barged into the...
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think,
Mhm.
despite himself, Luca gets a little bit lost in Willow's tattoos.
Okay.
Such a judgmental okay. There's a lot of lines. Hey, you saw the storm chaser from a distance. I wonder if you'll be able to like place it now a little bit better in amidst all the lines.
Maybe.
All right. So, I'm gonna go procure us a boat. Give it a little snazzing up. And
Isn't this debriefing thing my job?
Well, you seem occupied preparing, all the nitty-gritty. You are the saboteur. I'm just the pretty face. That's going to, present itself at some point, perhaps. But we have the prettier face to do the, spearheading of that whole equation, and gestures to Luca.
Everyone's still prepared to fulfill their duties? Rather their responsibilities. Rather their place in the plan? Whichever.
Aye,
Hi,
aye.
Captain.
Luca nods.
We can cut that out. Officially. Just Willow's fine.
Let's fuck shit up, Willow.
Glass clink moments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow, I was going to echo you, but let's do that.
I do find Willow's reluctance to swear in front of people very funny at
Yeah.
times.
Is it because Varys is with us?
No, just Willow.
No, I know they
Willow's-
have like a reluctance, but I thought they might be okay with Luca and N, but maybe Varys was the...
I've
The
sworn in
negative.
front of you guys twice.
Yeah.
Willow just has a
It's
reluctance.
just in general. It's just in general. Willow doesn't swear.
Yeah, so I think, I can imagine after the glass clink, it's actually I imagine Anne is going to take on, rando face to procure the boat,
Mhm.
because we are planning to
Yep.
procure a little raft. So Anne's going to go
Yep.
out on their own to procure this raft, to purchase it.
Mhm.
They need some gold for both the raft and the decorations that we're going to use on the raft. So they've taken some gold from Luca and are using some of their own funds to purchase both the raft and the decorations. They're also going to take time putting it together on their own, probably wearing even a different face than they purchased the boat on. Just kind of hotkeying through a bunch of different random faces as they do this, just so it's difficult
Yeah.
to, place who owns this boat and what are they doing. Yeah, and they dressed it up.
Can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask what material you are putting on this boat? What is this supposed merchant raft actually selling?
Yeah, I think like what's something cheap that we can get like a bulk of to kind of display at least on like a surface level of, you know, like a basket. So like if the basket doesn't need to be completely full, we can like fill it with fluff and just have the topmost part being something. I mean, my first thought is like food, but then that food's gonna go to waste. So I'm thinking something non-perishable. My other thought is like, I don't know.
Luca will cook with the food.
Well, we may have to
We'll make a
abandon the
big
boat.
meal.
So,
Oh,
We can just
okay.
take barrels. They don't have to necessarily be full of anything. They
yeah,
can just
barrels. I
look-
think like just a few, just to give it less of a nondescript appearance. So because that's kind of
Yeah.
sus.
I think.
Water boat.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a thing. That's a different
Yeah,
thing.
like clean water. Oh, wait.
Honestly, my first thought is
I
fabrics.
love water boating.
We're like,
I
Yeah, I
also
was-
thought fabrics.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're basically assigning Thale to decorate this prop, and his thought is like costumes, but naturally. So that's probably what he
you
goes.
know
to.
what you get? You know what you get? You get a bunch of flashy hats.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Like flashy,
You can send them all
cheap.
to Neve.
Shut the fuck up! I'm decorating this book now. I'm not thinking about my past connections after that conversation.
Oh, I'm
last
sure you
night.
aren't. Especially
Absolutely
based
not.
off your. Yeah.
No, why would I be thinking about that? Why would I need Kai if that was the case?
Sure, it's not fresh on your mind.
And aggressively putting together this boat as they reflect back on the night before.
I thought of the most perfect thing. Hats!
Such beautiful hats.
Oh man.
And aggressively decorating a
Bring it
mannequin
into the
hat.
back of the boat.
Anyway, but you are essentially decking this boat out like the party city. You have a bunch of novelty, like cheap straw hats and like things with like the equivalent of glitter glue and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
you're selling 999 year glasses
What?
Yes.
Oh,
999.
because it's the year 998.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh,
We're a while away. God.
It'll do.
This is for us popping bottles after we rob Khorvaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not actually like that. But it's that's the energy of it.
Yeah.
You know, like we've got silly hats, we've got novelty carnival props and stuff that's like very cheap and disposable, essentially.
Yep.
That makes up a nice big bulk. So you've got like mats of hay and stuff that you can like pack your baskets with so that it looks fuller than it needs to be.
Yeah, exactly. And once Anne has completed that step, they'll far scribe back to Willow, let them know that that part is complete.
Okay. Once we commence this, Willow's not saying this out loud, but just once we commence this with my invisibility, we have an hour maximum, to at least get aboard the boat. And clearly, me getting out the boat would be better done invisible too. So, yeah, that's kind of like, I'm waiting for the kind of exact opportune moments.
Yeah.
So I think when I get that indication from N, I'm going to gesture to Luca and Varys that it's time to go. Time to get rolling. I think while getting ready though, just a quick aside with Luca, because we've been, it's not awkward, but it is awkward, isn't it?
It's a little bit awkward.
I think Willow's going to start up a conversation with the energy of like talking to you while tying up my boots kind of vibe, but Willow's boots are pull-ups, so anyway. I'll just probably tie up bits at the back. Anyway, whatever they're doing, adjusting their little corset thing. Willow's gonna mention, did you say you got invited back to the Storm Chaser?
He mentioned it. Yes.
Well, must have made an impression.
He was nice.
Nice likes nice. Well, don't jeopardize that one. Good connection to have. Who knows? Might come in handy. Willow continues puttering around. Unless Lucas says anything.
He says nothing.
Cool.
All right.
Orkan has been put in Willow's mind as the person that they saw the first time they scryed on the only time they've scryed on the Storm Chaser.
Yep.
His name is Orkan, and he's nice. Also, not impervious to Luca. That's something.
Yeah.
Anyway, after being pinged from N, I think it's Willow's time to sort of like make sure everyone's good and comfortable to do what they're doing.
Yep. Varys is doing his job as the chauffeur, let's say.
The getaway driver.
Yeah. He's directing the ephemeral chaos like around in like loops, basically, of like taking like kind of circuitous routes around the convocation. Circuitous.
What is the energy around this today on the convocation day?
Yeah.
So it's like in general, it's been kind of like a party town kind of vibe with like building excitement. It's the energy of like before a concert gets going, or like before a festival gets going, where people are sort of milling about and looking forward to the event. You can see the like big tent amphitheater thing being set up on the sandbank by the various people, like the Galanda and general other people of the floating market, setting it up. There's a lot more like showing of colors. Like almost everybody who is around is like really openly wearing their fleet colors, if not symbols. Some people, it's a little bit sports stadium where like some people straight up have like painted the flag on their face. In particular, like the Cloud Reavers and stuff like that, who are already like very like face paint inclined.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So there's a lot of sort of like building excitement, and there's like chatter, and you can see like some people already like hanging in rigging and like looking out over where the big convocation, where the princes are actually going to meet.
How are they getting there?
What, the princes? In general, people have been like ferried around either on various rafts or rowboats that are either rowed or pulled by the various marine beasts of burden around here. You sometimes see like merfolk or plesiosaurs or like large swimming creatures.
Elks.
Yeah. Just like roaming around. Plenty of weird magical things happening, but like in the sort of bustle of like, this is a tent city. This is a big like outdoor event thing that's coming together for the main event.
Cool. And we have an end.
We do.
So
I think if all is in order, I have to go meet N.
Yeah. Varys like drops you off and drops Luca off and starts circling around towards where the edges of the Direshark fleet. There are plenty of merchant vessels and little sort of salespeople or little boats that sort of flit on the edges or in between places. Very keeping nice and inconspicuous. You know what? Varys is going to make a stealth check with the ephemeral chaos.
Oh, come on, Captain.
Let me just quickly look up the procedure for that.
Don't look up. What's up? There's nothing up there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
Keep your eyes down. Keep your eyes like so down.
I mean, there's no one up there worth looking at, so.
Whoa. What about your friend Orkan?
I hope he's down having a good time.
He's probably looking after the ship the way that Varys is. Helmsman things.
Okay, so this is the stealth roll for the ship.
Oh, honey.
Well,
Let's
then,
make it with
thank you, Captain.
advantage.
Because the ephemeral chaos is made of soulwood.
That's
so
better. Yeah. That's
That's better.
That's
Okay.
better for 10.
It doesn't. It's
all
like
probably more suspicious.
okay. It's not invisible. It's not like hiding, but it is blending in with the other vessels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Varys also has his spyglass, yeah? He brought that,
Yeah.
surely?
Yes. Yeah.
For
Varys
any
can
advantage on looking out?
Yeah. Varys has an advantage on perception checks. So
Cool. Which is why he's been assigned Sentry.
There we go.
Holy shit.
His eyes are open.
he's good. Cool.
Oof. At least he knows what face N's using, because I'm assuming he just... That's like him seeing everything in
Mhm.
motion. See? This is why Rygal likes you.
He's keeping an eye out.
I wonder if Ryga sees us. You know, that might be fun. You know.
Yeah, probably.
Focus.
What's the thing I said to him? I'm not going to ruin your convocation. And he's like, well, then why is your fucking boat here?
We're not ruining, are we? The ship ain't ruining, is it?
We're good.
Mighty
We're good,
suspicious,
we're
Jenkins.
good. Okay.
I'm invisible
So,
now. I
You're
think.
invisible. Yes.
Yep.
As in, like, okay, so let me set the scene. Night is falling slowly. The twilight is happening. The amphitheater is built up. There's music and carousing in the distance as the princes are approaching the sandbar in this large makeshift amphitheater with a tent. There's like the smell of food and wine and incense through the air as all the princes of the fleets there with their captains and first mates. So clearly, like the sea dragons, because they have the most ships, have the most people there present. Gradually, people converge upon the center. Varys gives the word when he sees Khorvaire depart. We've got a little bit of time. 30 minutes or so after Varys informs you, and or like I imagine N and Varys are like
Yeah.
trading messages via Farscribe. So
Yeah,
N is like
absolutely.
jotting things down in between. Varys says when Khorvaire has left the ship, on your checkup, you wait 30 minutes and then you head over. Willow, you turn invisible. And make a either deception or performance check, your choice.
Okay. It's a dirty 20.
Wow.
Nice, very nice.
As you'd
You
say.
look exactly like any other merchant vessel, any other raft hawking wares, as you carefully steer towards the Killjaws. Luca, what are you up to and where are you?
I think I'm waiting for a signal, basically, near the Killjaw.
Okay. You're just sort of hanging around on other like ferry boats and stuff like that. You've just been like going around.
Yeah.
Cool. In which case, N can give you the signal to be the distraction.
Yep. And we'll fire scribe Luca to go.
Okay. Can I literally just walk onto the Killjaw? Is that possible?
I don't think like that. I think you gotta make a persuasion check to be let onto the ship.
If I give the person a piece of gold, will they let me onto the ship?
That will certainly help.
My
So
god,
what, I mean-
Khorvaire, your crew sucks.
If I butter him up with a piece of gold, can I roll persuasion with advantage?
Yes.
Wow,
Cool.
look at you go.
Damn it!
I mean, you passed.
It's good enough. It's be like, hey, let me up, and it's like, what do you want?
I've heard that the strongest fighters are on this ship. I'm here to put them through their paces.
You hear a chuckle, and they're going, all right, then, if you want to come up and be murdered, broad daylight. Okay. You're, welcome to aboard the ship. Let me move us to the map.
Ooh.
God, it's been a while.
Ooh. Oh, ooh.
Oh wow, this is so cool. I don't even know half of these words.
True Luca
What's an upper?
experience.
Look at this one. Maine.
Deck.
Wow.
Mape.
All right.
When a car
Okay.
starts moving, car go.
Go.
So,
Can I ask, what does this monstrosity look like from the outside?
yes, I will get to that description shortly. I'm gonna put you guys down here because you're probably
Coming
even
up
with
the
the
rear,
rudder.
yes.
Fish dog is in a pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
My elk is also nearby, just in
Okay.
case.
Where
that.
nearby?
Are they like docked?
They're anchored but not docked.
Okay.
How'd you
Oh.
get here, bro?
On a boat. On a raft.
Luca sailed
Yep.
here.
How much did the
Challenge
raft
everyone
cost
to
me?
a ball.
Like the silver.
Cool. Yep.
So let me also put people up that Luca can actually see.
In which case, my steed is anti-summoned, dismissed,
Okay.
and ready for me to summon should I need to.
Put in the pocket dimension.
Yep.
Yep.
And just to confirm, weapon attack does not include my fists, right?
It does.
It does? Sweet.
Yes.
These hands are a weapon, so.
Yeah.
Weapon of God. Just kidding, I don't believe in God.
Throws you overboard.
Punches you to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So yeah, you get let aboard the ship. And like some people crowd around. It's like, who's this guy?
I clear my throat, I raise a piece of platinum and
Ooh.
say, I'm headed to Karnath after this and I have some work to do. So a platinum to whoever can put me down. And then I slip it into like one of the panels of my my arm, and then I like shrug off my jacket, very clearly ready to fight.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, okay. 18,
Not that you need it.
20,
Wow.
dirty 20.
Damn.
30-20. Okay, yeah. So I think Willow and Anne, if you would like to make a perception check.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm driving the boat.
Yeah.
You're focused.
I don't want to crash
be
into the
using-
killjaws.
Oh, I'm invisible, so I can use advantage with perception, yeah? Because I'm using my
Yep.
spyglass.
Yep.
To spot Luca. Haha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. You hear the uproar as you are approaching.
Can
As Luca has like gotten people to line up to wrestle him, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
is going to report to N. Jackets off.
Oh dear.
Mm.
6, they're really in it now, aren't they?
Okay. So we begin the heist.
Oh, a little bottle appears next to N. Little potion.
Just whoop. Floating there.
Yeah, it's like the way I imagine it is like as Willow places it on the chair next to you, and then when
Mhm.
the hand pulls away, like it's visible suddenly.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
then Willow just says bottoms up
Mhm.
at your discretion.
Oh yeah, I remember this. That'll be handy if I have to make a particular kind of exit. Speaking of being seen, I think it's about time the start of the show comes out. What do you think?
Might as well. No time like be present.
Might as well. And so N starts to change from their like miscellaneous face to a long-haired elven woman with a fox-like face. Veelia appears. Lady Ilmea sends her regards.
Wasn't looking forward to seeing you again.
Few people do.
Okay. Willow, if you would like to make a ranged attack to get your grappling hook up on the balcony. Or actually, no, you don't need to. Fish Dog can carry it. Fish Dog can fly.
Yeah!
Wait, and Fish Dog is not invisible as soon as it leaves me, yeah?
Yes. So Fish Dog needs to make a stealth check.
Okay, let me just open.
Oh, my little guy.
Little guy's character sheet. Come on, little guy.
Let me open my cheat sheet.
Fish Dog stealth check. Hey, this has a lot of problem attached to it, but good luck, little guy. Yeah, you're right.
20, yeah!
Sneaky little guy.
Fish Dog heads up and fastens the grappling hook and rope securely to the gallery, this balcony over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let me quickly describe the exterior of the Killjaws. The flagship of the Diresharks looks the part. The Killjaws is a powerful war galleon, armed to the teeth from catapults to ballistae to cannons. She is large but long, giving her the silhouette of a sleek predator. Her hull is painted in split blue, gray, and white, like the Diresharks that give the principality its name. The half-crew left to guard the Killjaws looks idle and at ease, simply biding their time until they either receive orders or take their turn at the playground of the floating market. So when Luca arrives, offering to wrestle, it's very welcome entertainment. You can hear the sound of just people in general sort of milling about the inside right now. And in Willow, you are behind the galley, behind the rudder. Your raft is disguised as such that it's a little weird that you're this close to the ship. But you are not a threat yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Fish Dog has successfully put the grappling hook to use.
Nice. I imagine I'll go up first. As an aside,
Yes.
ages ago when we first hopped on, Willow probably mentioned that complimented Anne's decorating skills, just for the little fail within. As an
Aw.
aside, need to say that. Miles better than a laundry basket, Willow probably mentioned.
Really moving up in the world.
Yeah. But yeah, they can climb now, I guess. So
Yep.
what do I roll?
Make an athletics check with advantage because you have the rope to help you. Good enough.
Mm.
Takes a while. But you manage
What does this
to...
look like?
So there's just a rope dangling and you're moving it.
Cool. It's weirdly
It's
taut in
wiggling.
places, but must be the wind.
Yeah. You have hooked it so that the rudder is largely obscuring where you are.
Nice.
I would like you to make a sleight of hand check flat, please, to open the windows.
Can I check for traps and such first?
Sure. Perception or investigation?
Investigation. Can I use Fish Dog for advantage?
Yes.
That's going to be a commonly said phrase for the next in-game hour.
Yep. Okay. These windows do not appear to be trapped. There is just a little latch catch on the outside because it's kind of hard and not common for people to try and stealthily approach this boat from the sea.
Yeah, makes sense.
Usually not a thing this thing is worried about.
Okay. Even so, I think Willow's going to open the window, and so I don't have my jacket, but I do have my
Yes.
pockets regardless. And I think
Yes.
Willow's made them wide mouth pockets that they've attached to their little harnessy thing. Can I send Fish Dog in first, but can I first attach the Lantern of Revealing to Fish Dog?
Sure.
To just double check.
Mhm. Fishdog does a little sweep of the gallery, which is sort of a little enclosed hallway. It's a little bit like a solarium or like a sunroom, but on the back of a ship. Large glass windows framed between the wooden beams of the gallery that would let in plenty of light during the day. Obviously, it is evening now and quite dim.
Does that mean sending Fishdog through the window?
Actually, no. You need to make a sleight of hand check first.
Oh, I need to check first. Sorry.
Yes. You have not found any traps. And no
Can I do everything
invisible
reasonable?
creatures aside from yourself.
Mm-hmm. Can I, pardon the sneeze, by the way, can I do basically any skill check that seems feasible for Fishdog to help with advantage from now on?
The sleight of hand check here specifically, you cannot get Fishdog to help you with.
No worries. It's fine. Kind of.
It takes a while. Roll one more time. I think you slip and nearly drop your tools. Oh my god. You're struggling.
That's okay. That's okay. We're cool.
The catch is really stuck. You have to move to a different window. Try one more time.
Can I use my thieves' tools? Not like it.
Yes.
Yeah. Shouldn't I have been using my thieves' tools?
You should have been using your thieves' tools. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. Rolls a 1. Anyway.
There you go.
Well.
That's just enough to get through after, really cranking it. I think there's, an unpleasant squeak that you can't avoid. Make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You are able to get in, set up the grappling hook with Fishdog. There are doors here, either side. So you are here with Fishdog.
Okay.
Can...
No, go.
The doors to the room itself are closed at the moment. You have not yet inspected them. Are you bringing N up? Or
yeah, I was going to say absolutely not. I was going to say Willow's going to probably send a little signal with Fishdog blooping over the edge to indicate to N, I got a window open, come up.
Okay.
Coast
is minimally clear.
You can make an athletics check with advantage.
Yay! I'm gonna need it.
Wow.
This always happens when I have to climb a rope.
Yeah.
Is there any way for me to help you up instead? Can I do a strength check?
You can make an athletics check to try and pull N up. It's
flat?
Yes.
I don't think Fishdog can help
Fishdog
you.
can't help you now.
Oh, please, babies!
You try and pull N up, and it's just it's not working. It's not working. You're wasting time. I think you spent 5 minutes trying to do this, and then you're I'm running out of time.
Yeah, Willow, just go. I'll work my way up the rope once you probably have that door open. It'll.
Please.
By the time I get up there, you'll have the other door open. It'll be fine.
Let me just double check something real quick. No, I can't do that because it's concentration spell.
Never
mind.
God, climbing was hard enough. Climbing in a dress? This sucks.
Sorry, from the outside it looks like Vaelia can't climb, so that's fine. You're just damaging her reputation to anybody who's watching.
Exactly.
Yeah? Okay, while you sort that, is there any way I can make this better for N?
I'm afraid not.
It'll just take me a while. Just get the door open.
Okay, I'll work on looking around. Again, Fishdog is casting the. I want to keep Fishdog at a distance where the invisibility cast is not going to hit me.
Mm-hmm. You just have to
reveal
angle
me,
yourself.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Willow's hiding in Fishdog's blind spots.
Yeah.
And peering around. What's my trap check?
Perception or investigation. Yeah. So.
I'll go investigation. Investigation doesn't mean
Yeah.
I'm gonna set things off though. Yeah.
No. It's just closely
Investigation.
examining things.
Advantage? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless if Fish Dog is helping you with investigation, you need
I
to
guess
say
Fish
that.
Dog's. How would Fish Dog help me with investigation? Usually does, but I don't actually know how in this instance because he's holding the little thing.
Yeah. It's the difference of is Fish Dog on the lookout holding the lantern, or is Fish Dog assisting you in going over details?
I'll go flat for now then, because I think Fish Dog's doing a lap of his own.
Okay. Roll perception for Fish Dog as
Sweet.
well. Yep. These exterior doors here are not trapped. They are mundanely locked.
Fuck.
Fish Dog has not noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, Fish Dog, so helpful. Thank you.
Fish Dog is kind of concernedly looking at N/Vaelia as she continues to try stuff. Meanwhile, Luca, can you give me an athletics check for wrestling?
Oh, baby. Give me that wrestle.
Oh,
You're not doing as well as you would like to.
Can I have used Searing Smite, though? To increase my fisticuffs.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What bonus would that give me in this instance?
Roll again.
Roll again?
Yeah.
Go.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
So
So
Luca
it's
is basically just wrestling with his fists on fire. That's
Yeah.
all I'm getting from this.
oh my god.
Yeah, your porcelain hand is glowing hot.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
It's very impressive. Okay.
What are the dudes saying? What are the guys saying about this? The lads.
I think there's some outcry of that's cheating, and it's no rules other than don't kill each other.
Yeah, the rule is to put me down, bitch. Luca says in a very polite way.
Okay. So, doors are locked, but not trapped. Make a Thieves'
Okay.
Tools check.
Now Fish Dog can give me advantage.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ta-ding. You are in. So, the quarters of Prince Khorvaire are lavishly appointed. Every piece of furniture is exquisitely expensive, from the deep velvet of the upholstery to the glittering crystal goblets in the fine cabinets, to the embroidered curtains on the built-in bunk, to the many, many ornamental weapons displayed as trophies around the room. It is just shy of gaudy, but it certainly speaks to a man who has cultivated a taste for luxury. There is a stately writing desk in the center of the room, on top of an ornate carpet. The built-in bunk is against the starboard wall with a porcelain wash basin on the back. The portside wall has a large cabinet and a chaise lounge. The stern wall has more storage, including a sturdy Kundarak safe built into the wall of the ship. The bow wall has the door and is highly decorated with trophies ranging from weapons to jewelry to ranks of insignia that were clearly cut from the clothes of their former owners. If you would like to make a general perception check also.
Just let me know when I get up there. I'm just gonna sit back and wait until I'm
Make one more
Promoted.
athletics check.
flat.
Please.
Yeah.
Did you get
Oh,
advantage
no,
from the
advantage.
rope?
Okay.
Yeah, you get advantage from trying to climb the rope.
Okay.
There
Hey.
you go.
Okay.
Perfect
So
time.
you're slow. Yes, that's enough to get there. It just took you a while to really warm up, get the arm
okay.
strength, and it's the first time you tried jumping onto it and then you slipped and got rope burn on your hands, but now you're sort of bracing yourself, have better technique. You're using your feet more to climb up the knotted rope rather than trying to pull yourself up with your arms.
Yes,
Mm.
those things are friggin' noodles. They're not gonna help me here.
Yeah, nope.
Use the slightly thicker macaroni noodles that are your legs.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
God, imagining Ve'ilia outside just like jumping and slipping off the rope multiple times is very funny.
The hair in her skirt like all over the place.
Yeah, and like throwing the hair over their shoulder, like try again. Oh.
Get it together.
Sing like a cultist. Climb like a cultist.
You are right here, Willow.
Where is here? Look here.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. There. Yeah, you're in that
The door.
doorway.
I'm happy to see that N is here. Fishdog gives a little beep of like,
Yep.
N! You made it! Actually, I think Fishdog swings by Willow briefly enough for Willow to shoot N like a kind of amused thumbs up and then goes away.
A brief swipe over with the lantern. Cool.
In saying that,
Make
general
a perception check.
Sid?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
Hey.
19.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
14.
You spot. I want to say, Willow, you're immediately honing in on the safe, and you're not looking as closely at everything else, and you think that carpet looks suspicious.
Okay. Ed's gonna Viria's gonna snap her fingers and then not like a command, but get attention, and then message you about the carpet. Like something's off about the carpet. Can I try to figure out what without
Yeah, make an
messing
Arcana
with it?
check.
I'll also make one.
Yeah. Put your attention to it. You're the Arcana boy. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. That carpet, it seems like it may have an illusory trap built into it. So don't touch the carpet.
Oh, okay.
21 tells you that it is an illusion. It's illusion-based magic. And that it is activated by people stepping on it.
Okay, so what parts of the room are good to... So the floor is lava, so what parts of the room
Just
are
the
good to climb?
carpet. The carpet here is
Oh,
just
the rug.
under
That
the
little
desk.
square.
Yeah. Not the rest is hardwood. There's a carpet, a rug.
Yeah, gotcha.
So just
So
if you
it's
step on
carpeted.
it, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Corbicon's got the evil villain, you descend into the floor.
Yeah, you send us a shark pit.
Latch.
There's a shark pit
Yeah.
under this.
Oh, shark pit!
yeah.
Oh, he's
Wait,
so
does that-
funny.
Does that mean if Khorvaire springs onto the carpet, it attracts springs?
I imagine he has a contingency to prevent that.
No, but
It's
you're
the
right.
kind
We
of
should
thing that you activate when you leave.
It's
the
like an
room,
alarm
you know?
system.
Okay.
It's
Right,
like
right.
locking the door. It's just
Okay.
you set the
It'd be very
carpet to
funny.
trap.
I wrote trap with double PE without meaning to.
I'd like to examine the desk, see what is particularly being protected by this carpet.
Okay, so the desk itself is a large oak desk sitting on top of a beautiful woven carpet with swirling fish scale patterning. On the top of the desk is a ledger, a pen and inkle, and a set of fine navigator's tools. There's a beautiful velvet upholstered armchair here as well. You can see 3 drawers on the underside of the desk, those sort of like a little drawer cabinet,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3 going down on the desk. You can't tell if there's any hidden things at the moment, just from the general perception check, but that's what you see.
Yeah. 2 questions about the drawers. Are they locked and are they trapped? I know one is probably going to require a roll, but...
You will need to investigate them, yes.
Yeah.
But they are all locked.
Okay, they got the little keyholes, is what I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go.
So, Willow, if you would like to investigate the desk as well, or help each
Yeah,
other do things.
Yeah.
I'll help Willow.
Okay. If there doesn't look to be anything invisible in the room from Fishdog doing a sweep,
Nothing at
Yeah.
the moment.
then I might disable the lantern if it's not serving any other function.
Okay.
just so it doesn't alight on me again. And Fishdog can kind of hold that steady while I do my business.
Okay.
Investigation check with advantage. Thank you, Anne.
Mhm.
Oh, whoa!
Oof.
Lucky you gave me advantage.
I think on a 9, make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit. Were we opening them yet? We're just looking.
This is a dexterity saving throw to avoid stepping on the carpet, because you were leaning over to try and look at the drawers. You have not dealt with the carpet successfully.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please, to avoid stepping on the carpet.
Ooh.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, where?
You...
Oh.
Ooh, okay, that's
Wow.
bad. All right, so you are like trying to lean over to avoid like floor is lava style, looking at the locks. Unfortunately, like you overbalance and do end up putting a foot on the carpet. As you do, you feel your like leg be swallowed up to the knee as this carpet like seems to suck you in. You are restrained currently.
Oh my god.
I mean, shit. Vey is staying back. Was staying away from the carpet, just in case this happens.
you also
You can't
can't
see
see Willow, so you just
Yeah.
hear a like
Do
a
I
little.
see the carpet like shift around?
No, I mean like
Oh my-
make a perception check.
Okay.
It is an illusion, so
It's 11.
No.
I think
you don't
Willow, you
see
just hear,
anything change.
Yeah. Did you step on the carpet?
I stepped on the carpet.
Okay, what happened? Or this is in message.
Only one leg.
Okay, can you hear the spellbreaker, right?
Yeah.
have a leg.
Can I still reach the drawer?
You are classified as restrained, basically. Like you felt your first like sink in, and you're like kind of in a. You feel like you are in a position where you cannot move very well.
At all. Okay. I feel like Willow's got like the most awkward like half split thing going on too.
Yeah, you've kind of like gotten into a very bad twister mat situation.
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying. One of
So,
their
yeah.
legs in the floor, the other one all the
Yeah.
way behind them, and their two hands like reaching back to try and hold them from falling further in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your speed is 0, and you can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you would have advantage if you were visible, and your attacks have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws at the moment.
Okay. How
You
do I?
are stuck.
That's funny. How do I get unstuck? Do I have to Arcana check this?
I would say make either an Arcana or an investigation check.
Can I help?
You can also ask N to like reach your hand and like just try and drag you, but
And we'll
Oh
try.
my god. And just failed multiple times to climb a rope. I'm not gonna put you through any more physical activity
I
yet.
can try.
I'm gonna try and think there might be a way to do this without trying to rely
Try
on your
using
frame.
your brain rather than N's brain.
I'm thinking. Yeah, say 23
Yeah.
Arcana. How do I get out of this situation? What is this?
okay. So you know that this is an illusion, which means that as soon as you are able to see through the illusion, it will break. That does require a successful investigation check. So you need to like very carefully, mentally align yourself. It's like tricking yourself into not seeing an optical illusion.
Oh, right. I wonder if I'm even sunk or if it's just my brain. That's interesting, because if N were looking at me, you'd be able to confirm that.
Unfortunately, I cannot see you. I could just say
Yeah,
I don't,
unfortunately, you're invisible.
I don't see anything. The
Oh,
carpet doesn't move.
Hey, if I ask N to please put on the lantern and then look at me and confirm whether I am stuck, can that give me advantage on an investigation?
Sure.
Because I got that external
Yeah.
thing. And so you just hear Willow say, "Can you grab the lantern?" Or rather, Fishdog bring the lantern to end. Like, rather, just bring the lantern. Willow's going to
Yes,
just put
lantern
the
is on
lantern
you.
on them. Lantern on them, and Willow asks you, "Am I stuck?"
So as far as you can see, and Willow is just like standing there very awkwardly with one leg on the carpet.
Everybody, like,
Willow,
looks down.
as you look down at yourself, the invisibility is revealed. Can I get a what does the Lantern of Revealing do exactly?
Let me just Google.
Let me do it. Since I'm not doing anything else.
You're fighting.
I've got it.
30-foot radius dim light. Invisible creatures are visible as long as they're in the lantern's light.
Okay, so it's just invisibility, not illusions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Willow, you can see yourself through the invisibility at this point while the lantern's light is on you. However, as far as you can see, looking at the illusion, your leg is like sunk into the carpet.
But my Arcana check, I know that that's the purpose of the carpet, yeah? To mess
Yes.
with my perception. Okay, so I'm going to close
Yes.
my eyes. And you keep...
And say, I just see your foot on the carpet.
Right. So this is all in my head. Easy.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
Nice.
Good enough. Okay. You successfully disentangle your brain from the illusion of the carpet, and you are able to carefully step back. Might be a wise idea to like roll up the carpet and move it out of the way.
Yeah,
a
no, that
little
was my
bit to-
idea. That's what I want to do now. That's what N wants
Yeah.
to do, is roll it up. Like, move things aside and roll it up.
Okay.
Can we touch it without it setting off?
Yes, it's the stepping on
Okay.
it. That's the thing.
Right.
You can slip your hand under the carpet and touch the non-active side.
Can I be so real? I thought that this was the carpet and this wasn't the carpet. I didn't realize it was the same carpet.
It's the big carpet
It's
under
a
the whole
rug.
desk. It's a
Gotcha.
rug.
Gotcha. Well, we can roll it up now.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, as you're doing this, please both make a stealth check. Will it with advantage?
Okay. 19.
Look at us! 19 and
Good,
20.
good. So you are successfully, carefully, quietly rolling up the carpet to try and get a better look at the interior of Culbercon's desk. And that is where we will cut it off for today.